Hey, bro.
Huh?
Let me ask you a question, man. Why you ain't change clothes, bro?
Let me ask you a question. Every time you see me, you gotta ask me a question like you 50 Cent asking people 21 questions.
But, bro, you gotta have some hygiene,
Let
man.
me ask you, did you take a bath last night?
Of course, and that's what I'm telling you, man. You gotta have some hygiene,
Well,
man.
congratulations, because I'm homeless and now I have the luxury to take a bath every night and wash clothes like that. So be grateful for what you got and stop always talking about people and stuff. That's what's wrong with people. They always talking about people instead of trying to help them and stuff. Just thank God that you able to take a bath and change your clothes every night. I might have them on the next day and the next day and the next day. That's between me and God. You worry about yourself. Any more questions?
You good,
Oh,
bro.
all right, that one I thought. Have a blessed day.
If you're tired of being censored on social media, join If you're tired of being censored on social media, join 6zeros.net. It's black owned, black operated, and black moderated, and we make sure it stays a safe space for us to talk about all things black culture. We also got some cool gear like the FDM cotton crew neck, the Fearless Ancestors tee, hats, and more. Check us out at 60s.net. Hey girl, why are you so sad?
I just got banned from Twitter again.
Should have been on 60s.net. Ah.
Tick faster, that'll be the hour they knock the slick blaster. Dick dastardly, a monthly with sick laughter. A gunfight and they come to cut the mix master. And living the true gods, giving y'all nothing but the lick like two broads. Got more lyrics than the church got ooh lords. And they hold the mic at your attention like two swords. Or you the one with two blades on it. Hey you, don't touch the mic like it's AIDS on it.
All right. Welcome once again to the beatzillapdx official show. I am your host, beatzillapdx, officially. And hopefully everyone is doing well today. Because, it's been, like I said, it has been an interesting week, all week, to say the least. So, shout out to everyone in the chat. And everyone who is watching, you understand? Said, hey, handsome. Well, thank you, Curly Girl. I appreciate that. Thank you for your kind words. And, I think I've seen mixed reviews on that. To say the least. But, that could just be how one is feeling at the moment. Real quick, can someone do me a favor and can somebody drop that young brother's name in the chat that was from Ohio, Akron, Ohio? Can y'all please drop that in the chat for me if someone could? While we are getting started, is I want to look something up. You said hit that Jalen Wallet. Okay, just 1 second. So as y'all are coming in, please hit the like button, hit the share button. And if you have not already subscribed to this channel, please do so at this moment. Okay, Jalen Walker. I'm saying Wallet. I didn't think so. Walker. Okay, there we go. All right. Let's see. Walker. Jalen Walker. Who am I? Man, I'm looking at this right. Okay. So, we have a lot of interesting things going on. There we go. Jalen Walker. It looks like Queen Ahmadiyya Shakur has done a broadcast on this young man. Okay. It looks like there are some on the scene clips here. So let me get these in here. So, like I said, as you guys are coming in, please hit the like and share button. Hit the like and share. Okay, there we go. This is what I wanted. Thank you. All right. So, as I am getting a hold of that right now, let's see who we have in the chat. We have Nikki the Guy, my chief moderator in the house, and also my co-hosts in my spaces. Um, and so you need to go follow her on Twitter, Nikki the Guy. One who cares in the house, Aboriginal woman, of course, Curly Girl, Simply Sandra, hey hey, Dominique Devereaux, yes indeed. Laura Sully, what's going on? Kid Gravity Beyond in the house, yes indeed. We had a very good time on Afro Elite's broadcast last night as we did another mashup. Um, and this is like the second time with all of us together, but the third one that we've done so far. So if you haven't, indulged in that one yet, I would advise you do so. Who knows? We might have a surprise a surprise visit tonight from the wizard. Film animation art, Tasha Peters, Kathy B, Tia to you, Oyela Arquette. We are now international. Um, let's see, Silent D Productions. Jason Black is at the Essence Festival. How about that? Shout out to Jason Black. When people think it's all cameras and voices. Zene J, Tim Samore, Bivalin Caraway. I haven't seen you in a while. Juggy Natty, Tell the Truth. S. Mont. Uh, yes, indeed. Samuel Logan, what is going on? All right. Yes, indeed. Walker. Desmond Works, what's going on, my brother? TJ, I see you. Lady Effa, or Ifa, an Aboriginal woman. Kid Gravity, said bees. Mute. Man, for real. Uh, TJ Moorproud, thank you so much. So as y'all are coming in, looks like we are all right. We are in here now on a Friday night. Of course, this is the weekly wrap up, and for this edition, I just simply have a question: Independence Day or not? See, there's different ways of bondage. There's different ways of freedom. Sometimes people can fall into bondage by false teachers and false preachers, and may actually believe that they have their best interests at heart. But at the end of the day, you never know. Their spirit might just be a little different. But who knows? Who knows? Who knows? But with that being said, Independence Day or not, you can no longer be bound if you choose so. But you don't have to. Now, one of the things that happened today, which was really interesting, um, Gravity, I'll be on the plantation that day cooking for a party of 50 Africans. Happy Independence Day to you. Get over here and take care of these people. They got you working like a Jamaican, brother. Oh, man, they're making you a stereotype. And they'll have the red, white, and blue on. Family, and people be tripping on us because we gatekeep. Now, here's the one thing. People say, oh man, y'all ain't B1 and B1. Kid Gravity Beyond is a Jamaican. Okay. So clearly, it's not about, oh man, we ain't fooling with this or fooling with that. Man, if you B1, we rocking with you. Simple as that. Now you've heard him play. If you've seen his broadcast, you've heard him tell y'all, I can't uh uh I can't go to the bank with you, but I can ask you to hold something. And hey man, that is the best type of support you can get. What the worst type of support you can get is somebody that's telling you they're for you, but really they only have the intent of stopping you because they know they're not gonna be part. So when we have situations like that, you just have to be mindful. I mean, and then there's others that again use means of other ways to keep you bound, mind and spirit. That is, um, you never know. And at the end of the day, you might see the inner them. And there's also the other element of certain people that have had to do different things. And hey, Torian Rain reloaded in the house. What is going on, my brother? Black first, black first, black first. You showed up right on time, man, because I need to get this out the way. I need to send through an idea to someone because someone now is in the rebranding phase. So one idea, because I'm very good at branding. Um, One thing I thought of that you could use is because we're in the Star Wars era, and with all the TikTok dancing and all, I figured why not go with Darth Outlaw? I mean, hey, why not? I mean, if it's not gonna make sense, let's just make sure it doesn't make any type of sense all the way around. Darth Outlaw, y'all. We are going with Darth Outlaw. And see, because with this, you'll never have to ever make an excuse and say, hey, I wear a mask because of this. No, you can say I wear a mask because I'm Darth Outlaw. I'm just saying. I mean, man, and then you got the cronies, the screaming cronies with you. They can put on their mask and they can yell behind you. Yeah, 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 yeah. You got the screaming choir behind you. Man, I'm telling you, man, this will work. This will work. Tim Samore said, Jar Jar Binks, Darth Outlaw, and the Screaming Bandits. Telling you. Ooh-wee. So, I mean, yeah, man, if you ever need rebranding, man, there it is. There it is. So, um, understanding, over in the new black media, we got jacks of all trades. All trades. Oh my Lord. So if y'all seen our broadcast last night, you already know where we were going. Um, and if you're new here, we have fun. We talk about very serious issues. We go through current events and history. Um, and sometimes we have to deal with in-house matters more often than I would like to have to deal with. But, like I said, recently surfaced footage from certain people's webinars. I'm telling you, we talking about independence now. We are going on independence or no. Because again, I understand we all follow people. That's cool. But we do not need to be making any one person a god. Okay? Let's keep that in mind. Or you be like this.
Mama, you ain't gonna keep this shit together with Gator gone. Come here, you little black bitch. That your ass belongs to me. I tell you what you can and can't do with it. Do you understand what I'm saying? I didn't say I was leaving. Shut up! Now you
Better stay in that hive. So, and with that being said, we have to worry about all the things that we are dealing with in this country. We got the whole Roe v. Wade that everybody's trying to shove down our throats. They're pushing it on us like as it's our like our doing, like the black community is responsible for Roe v. Wade. And still Kevin Trees, B1, Black First. Welcome, welcome. Tanya Zion, hey, hey. You said the police used to be cool here though. Oh, that's a shame. Rip Gator, absolutely. Yes indeed. That hey, man, that smile kind of remind you of somebody though, don't it? Now, with the Roe v. Wade thing, we had, you know, Auntie Maxine going out there throwing black women out there like, hey, black women ain't gonna stand for this. Like, oh, you speaking for all of them now? It's always funny when the politicians can muster up the words black and it just ends there. Oh man, woo, boy, your antennas definitely needs to be going up then. Because how often does that happen where you hear black, period? Yeah, time to go on alert because start talking tangibles. You'll be lucky if you can even get the word black mixed into something else. But oh no, they need to get you on the train. Oh yeah, they got you. Mm. So we have some things to discuss tonight, and I'm gonna ask. We're just gonna look at a few different examples of the realms where people believe they are in a world of independence, but suddenly, all of a sudden, you find one little thing goes wrong and tyranny. Now, when we have politicians that have no spine, oh, there we go. Um, we really need to be concerned, and they have sat up there talking about how they represent black folk. And instead of representing black people, they have represented everybody else's agenda. Now, in Afro space earlier, Afro Elite that is, in his space earlier, we were talking about black unity. And this conversation spawns off of there was a space last night after we got finished our live that was held by Luther Campbell, um, obviously good friend of the Democrats. Um, and I noticed something because I look for certain cues to let me know when, how things are moving. Now I know people get familiar with people in spaces and whatnot from time to time because they get familiar with who people are. One thing I'm looking at, there is a lot of people coming out of the woodwork, and of course they go after Afro Elite, and behind the scenes they come for me. So it's like a tandem effort. If you're attacking one, then on the other front you're attacking the other. Um, yeah, I guess here's the issue: when you have that much attention in a lane that everybody wants to come and tell us how little we are, and how this isn't enough, and you're not reaching enough people. Tell that to BNC. You could tell that to CNN. You could tell that to Jim Clyburn. That, why y'all keep fucking with me? Who we talking about? Who is he talking about? Who? Who? If not us. Who is he talking about? The people that bang on him every day and bang on the Black Caucus every day. That's who he's talking about. So the fact that someone comes into a space and tells those same people that they're having no effect, clearly we are. So in the meantime, see, I understand how even some males come in this spirit. We're just gonna keep it a buck. Some of these males walk around here in this spirit, and they believe that everything should bend to their whim and will. Quasi Black Star, what is going on? I'm done. I'll see you in the house. Oh, another. Oh, you're in Toronto too. All right, all right. Oh, well, you're in Toronto. Shawana S. Yes. So, like I'm saying, you got to understand what you're looking at when you have these different people in your midst. They have their own agendas, y'all. Now, I'm sure people would say, hey, she actually has my best interest at heart because she looks like me. Well, I'm sure a lot of people did when they first saw her, right? How did that story play out? Now, here's something that's going on now today. I'm looking at when people like myself, and Afro We Lead, and Nino Blacks, and Rich, and all these Kid Gravity, and everybody else just over here that calls out stuff early. Because here's the point of a vanguard. You have cats that are like Jason Black rolling up on Roland Martin right now. DJ Academics just got paid a visit and an impromptu interview with Tariq Nasheed for putting his name in his mouth. Welcome to the West Coast, player. I keep telling y'all about this. Be glad it was Tariq that showed up, though. Because people talk all that madness. Like, oh, man, ain't nobody that. Okay. You thought they called him, huh? Yeah, I swear, y'all will never understand how it works out here. Until y'all bring your ass out here and then be like, oh, it's like that. Yeah. What you think people just playing with? Like, it's nobody is trying to tell you nothing to scare you. It's just giving you a fair warning of the environment that you're walking into. So there's certain do's and don'ts. Like if somebody say you too comfortable, oh, we understand what that means. Like, for instance, I'll tell you like this. You could be in somebody else's town out here and say you're on vacation, y'all just standing out in the corner. Somebody would recognize you because this is how foundational Black Americans do. Even street Negroes will come in. Hey, y'all. I know y'all ain't from here, but y'all a little too comfortable out here. If y'all wanna, might want to make your way somewhere safe because something about to go down. So just telling y'all. Like, you'll get that type of information from a foundational Black American out here. Because we'll tell you, oh, we see you ain't from here. Hey, man, you might want to get on out of here. Get on the other side of the railroad tracks before the sun goes down. Oh, but, other people do not believe that we are like that. So a lot of people get a misconception. They think that everything's a broad brush with you guys. No, we deal with everybody, right? And so what I heard today is that we're having so much problem getting people to our movement because now this man, Eric, comes in absolutely 1,000% disingenuous because he starts talking about immigration. Now this cat is a, and I won't say he is a gay black man. I will say he is a LGBTQ uh, hanger on, because they don't really have black men in their ranks. They have the hangers on in their ranks. Now you be a black gay man all day long, but if you think you part of that, oh no, you sadly mistake. So he comes in, he's a little upset, I guess, or something I said, because what I stated, and here's where you always know somebody's bothered because they have an agenda. Hey, and I came back in later, reiterating my same point, and I said it very easy. Adopt the umbrella of blackness. That encompasses, say blackness was a cruise ship, or blackness was a apartment complex. You understand? There's things here, there's things there, like a buffet. Things here, things there. Nothing is the same, but it is all part of the same process. And when I see people trying to overcomplicate that, you are here on someone else's agenda. And that's why we cannot unify. And I named the groups that had these issues. And I didn't name LGBTQ because of sexual preference. I named them because of interracial sexual access. And so he couldn't come up to really be blatantly off code because that's what he wanted to address. So what did he start off with? Well, we just don't need to be talking about immigrants. Okay, so you like sleeping with white immigrant males. So right now I'm attacking the idea of your dating pool. And then that also puts you in a position of being off code. Well, it would still be the same if you were a dude dating a woman and she was not black. People would look at you the same exact way. So don't use homophobia and act like that's the reason. No, 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 no. The off code is in your choice of allegiance. And I can't stand that dishonesty. But his ass ran before I actually opened up my mic. So I'm sure you're hearing this because I know plenty of you follow me and talk amongst yourselves because you're part of an agenda that has been sent over here to attack members of New Black Media. Not only that, though, to label us. So I'm I would I would advise any content creator monitor your interactions. And I mean, $30 million, $30 million. Where I come from, I don't play like that. I don't take chances. Um, I don't. For me, no. And I would, when I say funny style, yeah, you up and out of here quick. All that we ain't in the time of forgiveness. We in the time to get it right now. We have better sense. We have good, firm knowledge. And we got these little people that like to come up and be contrary because they are feeling some kind of way because there are emotions are involved with our business of empowerment. But see, everybody thinks y'all crazy. Well, kiss my ass then, punk. See how that work? That's why nobody want to say nothing to Beatzilla. I got it. And you're probably right. You don't want to. Because this is what you're going to get. Now stand on what you say like a man. Don't come in like no coward. And I mean, what's so funny is when I call you out before you even get the opportunity to even run your spiel. Because I know what a sucker going to do. And then you come up there and do that and then promptly run before you have to get responded to. This is amazing. I mean, and same as that black guy got on the po Central Park. Dominique Devereaux. Absolutely. off cold as hell. And now they gave him a whole TV show on National Geographic. He got a TV show out the deal. See, that's the thing. Them allegiances. That and this is where people try to hide. You can't hide with me under the homophobia. Tell you, my first cousin been gay since we was kids. My mama been openly gay since I was 13. And where I know a lot of you don't really know nothing about this and blah blah blibbity blah bloopity blah blah blah. Yeah. And then there was coming one to the stage, dude. So I keep telling all you, anytime you're ready, let's sit down and have that conversation, because you can come out and throw a whole bunch of accusations out, but you actually can't sit down and have a sane conversation because you come in condescending. And there's another thing, because you know you can't be disrespectful to me. That's and understand how I would have, all you guys that sit up there and pilfer through my stuff and go steal and hop in spaces, take this one message with you. Respect what you see in me, and you should be moving that way. If people see you as less, that's on you. Now, I'm not telling anybody, like, as soon as somebody say go off on somebody and do something stupid. No. What I am saying, though, if people are looking at you and feel that they could just come and say any old thing to you, then maybe there's something about yourself that you are not properly representing yourself, or what's really being represented is just simply really you. So when I see, because see again, now when you're on an even playing field with like you got an afro and this Eric dude, Eric still believe afro is on his level. While he's looking, actually he doesn't. He believe afro is beneath him. Well, but that's what delusion and confusion bring. So when you're dealing in them situations, it's so amazing to me because I don't come from this environment to where you're going to be comfortable opening your mouth unless you're comfortable opening your mouth. But we're in a day and age, that's why all of these cowards always are crying about not having a platform to speak. Earn it. Nobody giving you nothing. You a whole man. Open your mouth and stand on what you say. Stop being like the little punk ass African dude. Want to talk about KKK lynching black folks. I don't give a damn who you don't like. KKK, foundational black American, and lynching do not come out of no black person's mouth, no melanated person's mouth in America to no American black person. To say that and say, I'm not gonna apologize, I'm gonna double down. Better keep, yeah, okay, enjoy where you're at. Because obviously you must have a Starbucks right by you, because you're real comfortable. You got a Starbucks and a Whole Foods on your corner, don't you, pal? While you're talking. I'll tell you what you So I just had to address that. No, and nobody walking around here like, man, he homophobic and he this. And say it with your chest. Stop coming out here because I don't have no problem with no immigrants. And this is what's so stupid. There's an immigrant on the stage, or a child of an immigrant. He's a first generation American, but children of immigrants on the stage. Man, I just think it's the nice here to be trying to separate ourselves from all these other people. There's one on the stage. So why don't you really say what you're trying to get at? I peeped that from the jump. So yeah, Mr. Eric, since you really had a problem with me, And all you other ones out there, will you all please stop trying to act like somebody is responsible for what I say? Can't you correct him? No. Who gonna tell me what to say? Boy, boy, boy. Do I look like I wear a skirt? What's wrong with y'all? It's okay to be a manly man. Don't, don't let them shame you up your square, man. It's okay to be a manly man. Stop listening to these people. For real. Because I'm going to tell you like this. You start listening to people like that, like I said, my first cousin, been with his partner as long as I've been with my wife. I mean, shoot, we've did things together. Matter of fact, done had dinners, holidays and some more shit. So I mean, all this, oh, you're not familiar, and this is something that you don't know of, and all of this. Hey, I was actually privy to the meeting that got you gay marriage because I picked my mother up from the planning meeting for it because she was part of the radical women. So, like I said, anytime that you guys are ready, stop trying to go to other people and say it with your chest. But you know who you're talking to because, yeah, when somebody that was actually there, oh, yeah, and also the immigrants' rights, too. There's a whole bunch, none of y'all can say to me. So when I say we're not voting for nothing without tangibles, and I know what your allegiances are, I'm calling all that out. You get under the umbrella of blackness or skedaddle. Stop coming into these spaces like you care. Well, we not finna. You never wanted to unify with us, punk. So stay in a sucker's place. Be one, Afro Elite. Yes, indeed. Afro Elite's gonna grow into. He's gonna get a grow into me. Right now, he's still young, so his patience is still fresh. His patience is still fresh, but trust me, he gonna be like, damn. When he get about like I'll give him 37. He gonna be like, okay, we done here. It's gonna be right immediate. Like, okay, I'm just gonna check this now. But it's when I can totally appreciate a person's position when they really have one. And because that's when you really get into the brilliant conversations, when people are really being intentional, and you could tell when a person's not being intentional. And so and as a when you're teaching music, I would never take on any kind of musical student that is not already showing that they are willing to learn. So that I take that same approach to information. So if you showing that you really are interested in learning, that's cool. But what we hear so much is the cliche. It's becoming a cliche line now. I just want to learn. I really don't know about this. I'm new to Twitter. I mean, man, I've heard of FBA. I've been in a couple of different rooms and it seems like there's some confusion about the code. So I wanted to just come on in here and see if I could cause more confusion. I mean, that's all that is. That is all that is. Rayvon Johnson, what is going on? Dark skinned brother, I see you in the house. So yeah, yes indeed. And again, like I was going back to the whole Democratic shield thing, we are in a moment to where they are understanding our relevance. Because notice something in Afro. I don't know if you picked up on that today. What what Luke was saying to you last night about because once you got on there, so right before you're coming to speak, he's talking about we need our media and we need the media and this and that and we need the media, blah blah blah, and we need a black media. While you're on the stage, like I'm looking at this, like, yeah, that's a little funny. And so then you start speaking, and then you ask for your clarification. And I see how he's trying to guide you into taking a stance when you're asking for clarification. That was kind of funny style move number two. Then he goes into full, um, like Father Cosby from the Cosby Show lecture mode after he mutes Afro mid phrase, and then gives this soliloquy about something that was absolutely veering off. So he cut Afro off just enough to change and pivot away from his point. Oh man, and then man, what we got to do, young brother? Yeah, man. You said yeah, well, yeah. When I got up there, he was acting weird as hell, bro. When I say they spent 30 million, Kid Gravity is telling y'all. I mean, y'all better listen to Kid Gravity. He ain't playing. I mean, I'm dead serious. That 30 million is right at us. And so just think of that. Don't come in all spaces, Afro space. You guys ain't really making as much noise and impact. Y'all need to do this. What I hear today, you got this other dude coming up. Hey, Marcel, man, you did all right, but man, you could have won had you would have came over here. Shut up, huh? I mean, boy, this is the demo rats are just rolling out of their homes by the droves. You say he was addressing stuff I never said, and when I tried to explain, he muted me and then kicked me off. Thank you. And I peeped that out. I'm like, whoa. It was like he was trying to use Afro as a proxy for B1, New Black Media, and FBA. Because, and if you notice today, when the Eric kid came in, what did he do? He started talking about the whole separate thing, while the conversation is about unity. Notice how they all come in with the same jargon. Then you have these NFT trolls. They come in. What they start doing? Oh man, they start talking these circular arguments and man, it's the code, it's the code. Man, ain't no grown man gonna be sitting up here living every day a life, raising his own children, having his own wife, gonna be reverting to a book and say that's the Bible. No, you have to keep building because the fight didn't stop there. You're moving in the fight and furthering it. So now you're writing your chapter of the story, not just reverting back on to what was already done to a person that I cannot question right now. But I guess a lot of these idiots didn't realize that Neely Fuller is still alive. So I guess a whole lot of this code jargon that they've been trying to spew is about to go out the window because it's just now hitting them this week that, damn, oh, shit. Oh, man, because they keep walking in like champion, Neely Fuller, Neely Fuller, Neely Fuller. You realize that man is still alive, don't you? I mean, I get the alerts for his weekly broadcasts. I mean, don't you? Oh, but you're so in tune to who he is. Now, and he's old for most of y'all who don't know, but he did get that jab if you don't know. He said he got it. He's like, hey, I'm going to die anyway. So I ain't mad. So it's like, yeah, the only reason why I ever said that on this broadcast, like, yo, I don't want that to be no thing. Don't y'all be bugging that man about, hey, why'd you get the jab? As you can tell, I still pay attention to the elders. Stop coming in here with these books. No, man. Oh, see, man, you know what this code? So code 8 here in the convention. Oh, God, dude, be a man. Act like you ain't living your own life. What? That's ladies, ladies, all my mothers in the chat. Just imagine if your motherhood stopped at what book you wrote or read. Your parenting stopped at the book you read while you were pregnant. Oh yeah, I got it down pat because this is what the book of mothering said when I was pregnant. I read it, and so I'm going to stick to it. Maybe the message to these little young boys needs to come from y'all women and mothers or something, because something is wrong with these little boys. Good grief. You are what you eat. Oh boy, but they must eat a ton of pie. Um, mm, mm, Lord. Well, and on that note, moving forward, let's see what old Auntie Maxine said about you sisters. Come on.
Going to control their bodies no matter how they try and stop us. The hell with the Supreme Court. We will defy them. Women will be in control of their bodies. And if they think black women are intimidated or afraid.
I don't know why it's doing that. Hold on, let me fix this. You know what? I am gonna do it like this. Bear with me 1 second. I'm going. You know, have y'all noticed that it's always the women who are not reproducing that are on the front lines? Why does nobody ever point that out? It's like, okay, well, women's bodies. Ma'am, when's the last time that you even had to visit that aisle? So like, I'm just wondering, like, what is the big deal? I mean, are you looking to make sure that your future great grandchildren can not make the earth? Okay. I always wonder, like, okay, how can you call that nurturing? Where's the nurturing? We have to be honest. And I know, I have always been one to kind of be in those tough conversations for folks. But here's the thing: the reason why is because I can have a conversation that is not judgmental. But see, here's one thing that people want. People want to be able to force ideas on someone. You can't do that to me. What you can do is state your position and state your mind. I'll definitely listen to that and I'll evaluate. That's the beauty of not being you, me being me, and you being you. We are all individuals, and what everybody wants. See, I remember somebody came to me some years back and asked me, why don't I use my platform to advocate for a certain group? Well, groups with one type. Yeah, why would I be doing that instead of black empowerment? Well, I mean, there's other things going on besides black empowerment. Yes, and there's other groups that focus on that. What group is focused on black empowerment? Oh well, we have the NAACP, we have N Cobra. Well, not she didn't even know about N Cobra, but she knew about the Urban League, and I'm like, no, those people haven't done anything. Jesse Jackson, yeah, right, nothing. Here we are, so many years down the road, and you want me to advocate for something that I have witnessed from almost like I've witnessed from the planning meetings to now to be a big organizational conglomerate. That could have been black people. And I'll never forget with one of the organizers of this particular movement, Miss Adrian. She was actually wanting to be one of the first openly gay politicians back in the day. So she was really using that for her own gain too. Uh, that still passed her by. Oh boy. But man, yeah, there's a whole laundry list of reasons why these fake liberals already know I'm ready for everything that you can bring. So you'll watch people come into rooms at this point now and avoid me. Hey, so this one is for Marcel, Afro, and Rich. No, you're gonna just avoid me altogether, huh? Yeah, these people come straight from the damn Democrats. Straight from the Democrats. We got Democratic shields all over the place. And then we also have to worry about the COINTELPRO individuals as well. Because there's some that are better than others. Like, we have some that are better.
Mama, you ain't gonna keep this shit together with Gator gone. Come here, you little black bitch. That your ass belongs to me. I tell you what you can and can't.
Now, just imagine on this side of the camera, y'all, you see it's a sweet side, though. But, on the other side of the camera, that's what they see. And never being able to let the world know how they get treated behind it. I wonder what that must be like. Man, boy, some of these people, boy, they spirits are black. And we have to address that. It's a shame, but, and here's the other part of the COINTELPRO tactics. Um, Shout out to Afro Elite because, again, you have to be careful of people who start talking crazy out of nowhere and start talking about killing people and harming this, stalking women and threatening women. And, you watch my broadcast get interrupted for nothing. I still don't have a strike or copyright claim or anything. So my stream Wednesday was broken up for nothing. Well, with that being said, we got to be mindful of all of these people who will have allegiances outside of our community, namely the government or the federal prison system.
I am the wizard of black nationalism, and I am here to bring the spirit of black nationalism back in the hearts of all the weak boys and the weak girls out there. And anyone who dares to defy me will get their heads blown off by my mystical wizard powers that I get from yelling and screaming. That is how I become so powerful. No one is better than me. No one has ever seen me. I just popped up on the scene yesterday because I was asleep. I was laying dormant, waiting for someone to come and take my place. But as I see now, no one's going to do that. So it is up to me to bring forth the revolution with murder. And I will do it with the power of Pan-Africanism And anyone who dares to defy me will be an example of being a coon. Ha 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 ha.
Shout out to Afro Elite. Oh my Lord. You understand? Mm, mm, mm. Oh man. Yeah, we're gonna have to play some things tonight. Lord. Um, this anti-FBA hatred is really serious. It's very, very serious, and we have to take it as serious as a heart attack. And sometimes you just have to be honest that some black folk ain't good for black folk. So fresh off the presses out of the Afro Elite Studios is the Wizard remix.
Yeah, what you thought? Black again, bitch. I just don't give a fuck. I'm gonna figure out where she stays, and I'm gonna threaten the bitch. That's what I'm gonna do, Twitter. That's exactly why I tell you all, I'll put their kids in the motherfucking dirt. This is why these white motherfuckers think twice about doxing me. Because they know I'll pull up and I'll kill them. Bitch, you were gonna come in here and just get to listen, little bitch? No, we'll put a bullet in your fucking head. Bring your bitch ass up. Mute your motherfucking mic, bitch. I haven't given you permission to speak in this goddamn room. Mute your fucking mic, bitch ass up. Now, I'm just straight up and kill. Every time I get on this app, I'm just thinking about who the fuck wants to feel one of these shares. Who?
And we get our stuff flagged and taken down, family. I mean, just random clips from this cat. Mute your mic remix. Oh my God! Again, go subscribe to the brother Afro Elite. Y'all got to see the mashup last night. If you want to see some cats that were, you know, it's one of them things to where nonfiction. Like, it's so funny that there's nothing that a writer could create to make up this type of funny. I mean, I'm flabbergasted at what this cat was talking about. It's like this dude is talking super reckless. And I guess, Tariq Nasheed had said something about the dude before and told everybody, watch out for that dude because anybody out here talking like that is super dangerous. He's out here talking about doing things to white folks, putting their kids in it. I'm like, yo, what's happening with this man? And the fact that no, his stuff is just able to stay up. Now, y'all taking my stuff down. Y'all, I'm showing a video for educational purposes. I got the disclaimer in the description and at the beginning of the video. I'm still getting messed with, but this dude can just threaten people straight out. Just go, get up here. And oh yeah, not only that though, and what Afro did not put in the remix, which I totally understand he didn't, this cat was dropping like 1,000 F-bombs. So here's another thing that I'm looking at while people talking about, oh, you guys was looking crazy and homophobic. No. No, 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 no. Don't you do that now. Because you have to be honest that that dude does not represent this over here. He represents himself. And if they've been in enough rooms with him, they know that. So, but that's just the disingenuous nature of people. And they'll act like, oh no, oh, he represents FBA and B1. No, the hell he don't. I mean, listen to that.
Yeah, what you thought? Black again, bitch. I just don't give a fuck. I'm gonna figure out where she stays, and I'm gonna threaten the bitch. That's what I'm gonna do, Twitter. That's exactly.
He literally says that's what I'm gonna do, Twitter. But that's all good to go, though, I guess. Yeah. Now, black empowerment and this unity stuff and this loving each other stuff is more dangerous to them than anything else. I mean, just imagine that concept. It's that dangerous, Lord. So, like I was saying, let's go see what Auntie Maxine was putting on you sisters. Now, if I didn't know better, this almost sounds like she prostituting black women out for an agenda. Let me know what y'all think, ladies.
You see this turnout here? You ain't seen nothing yet. Women are going to control their bodies no matter how they try and stop us. The hell with the Supreme Court. We will defy them. Women will be in control of their bodies. And if they think black women are intimidated or afraid, they got another thought coming. Black women will be out in droves. We will be out by the thousands. We will be out by the millions. We're going to make sure we fight for the right to control our own bodies. Thank you. Hello, everybody. Hello, young girls. We're fighting for you. I don't know what's happening and where they are, but we're going to take every effort and try everything we can to overcome what they have done to us.
Let me add this. Women are not fighting alone. There are men who have wives and daughters. There are men who respect women, and there will be men in this fight with women. This is not over. It's just the genesis of a new beginning.
That is where their efforts and their strengths go. That's incredible, man. That is absolutely incredible. In the meantime, we can't seem to get no love from our own Congressional Black Caucus. And here's another thing also about, let me double back on the whole other thing. You guys ain't doing this. Well, let me read something to you, a headline here in the media, because you know how we're always looked at some kind of way. This headline from what is this? The Neuro Yankee Post. They wrote this about this lady who had sex with a underage child. This is what the headline reads: Glamorous heiress, 45, charged with having sex with a 14-year-old boy 4 times in one day. An Australian horse heiress is saddled with charges after being accused of having sex with a 14-year-old boy 4 times in a single day. Savannah Daisley faced faced Waverley local court in Sydney on Tuesday on child sex abuse allegations, with Judge Jacqueline Millage denying her bail over the quote quite disturbing allegations. The, the glamorous mother of two, who is the daughter of famed Aussie horse breeder Ross Daisley, strongly denies the accusation and intends to plead not guilty. Cops claim an unbridled Daisley molested the minor 4 times before 5 p.m. on May 20th last year. It's unclear whether the pair were known to each other prior to the alleged act. Daisley's defense lawyer cried nay, arguing that the accusations against his socialite client were made, quote, in spite, unquote, and that it was an, quote, oath versus oath, quote, case. Okay. However, prosecutor Daniel Richardson claimed evidence. Straight from the horse's mouth exists. He said a police officer told him about. Stop it, Siri. Come on now. He said a police officer told him about a recording of a tawdry phone call made by the heiress in which she allegedly admits to kissing the teen. She kind of look like Zoe Saldana. Her name is Savannah Daisley, 45 years old. If you guys want to look her up, Savannah Daisley. But I just wanted to let you know how they're reporting it. Now the judge ain't letting her out, so she's denying bail, right? But they're still talking about the glamorous mother. They said she's so glamorous. We're trying to get over the heinous act here, but she's so glamorous, though. Like, hey, that's trying to put out, like, hey, man, that kid really scored, man. And that is the definition, ladies and gentlemen, of them staying on code. Now, if, regardless, see how that works? No one's asking or putting a certain preference before their whiteness. But I don't think you're going to be able to get all these people up into your movement. Right. Funny how they can get all of theirs into theirs, because the person that you're sleeping with would take a gun and blow your brains out just like anybody else if the race war was to hit. I know you don't want to tell yourself that, but guess what? They're not going out for you. That's not going to happen. And it has not happened. People lie to themselves often, though. But So in the meantime, sisters, while they have a transsexual representing black women in the Roe versus Wade conversation, so this is a natural-born man who is a spokesperson for natural-born women. It seems like everybody is trying to speak for black women without speaking to black women. And so when you start seeing these things out here, they're attributing like this next thing I'm going to play. Guess who they're going to... Now, you'll see who's doing this, but they're putting this kind of thing on black women.
You want to take pictures? Take all the pictures you want. Do it from a distance. Police behind y'all. There's police right there. Them two police.
About it. Wah, 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 wah. Go tell. Wah, 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 wah. Title tell. La, 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 la. Yeah, let it burn, bitch. It's like Usher. Let it burn. Let it burn. Gotta let it burn.
See how that free American goes right out the window? All that American allegiance goes right out the window when these little brats do not get their way. Do not let these Democrats pimp you out, women. Most of y'all are mothers, and most of y'all are like, yeah, I really wouldn't do that. And for those of you who actually have done that, so I've heard from people myself, which shout out to the women who can actually be honest with that, because we got these men that can't even come into spaces and be honest with what they feel. Punks. Anyway, like I said, for the women who have actually done that, and understand, like, nah, man, they living with certain emotional traumas. I mean, don't let the devil convince you of what you like. Yeah, you're gonna live with that. They not. I mean, but it's so much deeper than what anybody knows. I mean, and so when I hear these idiots, because a lot of these dudes be involved in a bunch of other weird ass like spiritual practices too. Um, so I assume that the Eric dude probably in the same wave, because it's the exact same dishonest behavior. So it's like, oh, okay, I know, I see where that's coming from. Because again, when you have a conversation with some of these people, they have the absolute inability of being honest. What do you think that is? They have they have deception buried so deep within themselves they can't even answer you directly when you ask them a straight question. Hey, what color is the sky? What? I mean, what do you mean? It all depends. I don't really see if that question being on code. That's not really an on code question, man. Now, let's go back to some more of their activism. I mean, you know what's so funny with all the things, because there was events that happened here, protests and whatnot, and there were reports of broken windows and destroyed property and whatnot. And so far, I have not heard any or seen any post talking or calling for prosecution to be done on the people who were destroying property over the Roe v. Wade protests. That's amazing to me. How in 2 years, having all of this destruction, stuff set on fire, windows broken, and all of this done, and all behind Roe, they're out there singing, "My body, my womb." But no call for law and order. Almost like there's no call for a RICO charge for the hashtag never forget January 6th individuals. No RICO charge. And you guys also heard this week, R. Kelly got 30 years while Ghislaine Maxwell got 20. And they're trying to clean it up how they were able to absolutely railroad R. Kelly with absolutely zero physical evidence. And then absolutely having physical evidence, documented times and evidence, and scheduled evidence against Ghislaine Maxwell. And then they, not only that, they're saying, oh, well, from the crime, from this, we're going to give you the time scale of 1980 something. Well, if that was the case, shouldn't that have also happened in Bill Cosby's case? That didn't. So how do you set a precedent here to do this? And she does that 30 and doesn't have to talk. She is probably the only witness that they're probably giving a semi deal to that does not, that they're giving a deal to her not to speak. I wouldn't be surprised if she don't get out in like 5 years on a technicality. While R. Kelly's just sitting. R. Kelly technically should win his appeal because, truth be told, there is not one person in this audience that has ever heard any solid evidence in a RICO case, which means there's no co-conspirator. So what they and see this is what the problem with this RICO railroad business is. They're able to basically just say, hey, a powerful dude, I can get enough people to lie on you, and then we can prosecute you for crimes that you may or may not have committed based on no factual evidence. Because we're getting you on a conspiracy thing because you're trafficking people. But here's what's so crazy about when you talk about sex trafficking. Isn't sex trafficking for profit? And you are not being sex trafficked when you're traveling with the same person to which you're having sex with. That's not what that is. That may be a sex cult, but sex trafficking, it's not. And I don't believe these charges are even involving a minor, are they? Like, he beat the charge with the minor. But just like OJ, they gotta get him. Gotta get you. And that's what white supremacy is, ladies and gentlemen. But all of this time, surviving R. Kelly. How about surviving the Capitol riots? But they're all getting, hey, don't do that again. We still need you for the revolution. Wink, wink. And we are saying we need to tighten up. And if you over here, you need to tighten up. Well, ain't nobody listening to that because you ain't ready to give up the people that you are so tied to because you're sleeping with them. And something else I wanted to say to this, Eric. And see, and I understand how people like that operate because they be like, your only thing is to call me homophobic. No, I don't like I don't like suckers. I just don't like that. I mean, you could have a sexual preference all you freaking want to, but own what you say. Just like I don't look at, oh man, he's a gay man, so he's supposed to lack character. No. Just because of your sexual preference don't mean you just get a carte blanche of being a damn liar. No, a liar's a liar. What that got to do with your sexual preference? Oh man, no, you just a scumbag. I'm not looking at your sexual preference. I don't care. I care that you're a scumbag. You're a backstabbing piece of crap. That's what I care about. I will never worry about somebody. I mean, like dumb Gunny, sit up here, be on my stuff, and then go up there talking crazy. Got all up in everybody else's chat, and then have the nerve to sit up in a meeting, tell people that he don't know how to operate social media enough to delete the post talking crazy that he was. Now, like I say, when you do that, because see, so many people are used to, oh man, they afraid of that community. They're afraid of that community. I'm not. You know why? It ain't because I'm part. Some of us have lived experiences. And, like I said, with my mother having been part of that movement, I was right there to see it. I knew gay marriage was coming back in 1996. Some of y'all wasn't even born yet. Probably Eric definitely wasn't. I'm gonna need you to shut up, kid, when you're talking to grown folk, because you don't know what you're talking about. Oh, we use of this and use of that. You know, so many things that I've been part of that absolutely you use every single day, but I have to sit up here and listen to dum-dums run their mouth. I can literally forecast to you what the powers that be are going to do. I told you on this broadcast the people I've known. I've told you certain government programs that I've been part of. Why do I know what I'm saying? Because I did what I told you I've done. But here's the problem. That makes it impossible to get in here. What this do, when you see this, so they ain't never could have told him nothing. Lord, Black Alpha Network in the house. You saw his Emmett Till tweet? Yeah, man. Oh, the Eric dude? No, I did not. I saw the little African dude. I see for that cat, Eric. I don't give him no credit. Eric is a bad faith conversation, like right off on its face. There is nothing that dude has to present that's genuine. Everything is an agenda. Now, if he could ever come intentional, then yes. But see, you know, these people get out here, man, what you doing? What you doing? Okay, one of the things that I have done, which, well, I guess, jeez, two, which one would have been stopped, which you would have known more of, is the other program that I'm part of, is the African American program. It's a program that goes into prisons. See, because through my experience of being railroaded and being the actual legitimate political prisoner, helped forge two different groups. Um, one being Criminals Anonymous. I helped design and write the steps to that program. So people get out here talking an awful lot about, oh yeah, and if you didn't know, that actually rivals AA. We're not. I wrote it differently than AA, and I'm having a better success. Now, here's the point. That's nothing that I did because, ooh, I want everybody to look at me. I did it because I saw the need. So I'm sitting down here writing this plan with this other brother who knows how to get these grants and write these grants, and we're going to get this thing cracking. And on she wrote. As for me, I'm not even as involved with my thing as I could be, because I'm not a criminal. I was there, but I don't have the same issues as a lot of people that need that type of support. So I always leave that space there for them. But yeah, my name is there as one of the founders and the forefathers of Criminals Anonymous, and then also being one of the representatives of the African American program, which is one of the few in the country. Curriculum written out of Louisville, Kentucky, by a couple of black doctorates, authors. I hear a lot out here, man, what you doing, man? Ain't all on Twitter, man. Oh, man. Shut your little asses up. Ain't jumped off the porch today. But all y'all can do, what y'all doing? What y'all doing? What you doing? See, here's the point. You ready for somebody to brag? Negro, this is empowerment, not hip hop. I'm flossing and I'm doing this because I'm flossing. No, what's wrong with y'all? You do it because it matters to you to do, not because it matters to you to be seen. Go to TikTok for that. I mean, damn. Black Alpha Network, bro. When your platform, when you and your wife was over there doing like just getting started. When I started coming across, I'm like, man, this dude needs to be heard by a few more people. Like, yo, bro. I know you might be getting started. I don't know how long you've been going, but man, keep doing what you're doing. I mean, don't change nothing. I'm sure people be like, "Oh, you talking too rough," and that. Yo, that right there, I'm effing with it all day long, man. So I mean, and shoot from there from there on, Black Alpha Network. If y'all remember, I was telling y'all about him on this broadcast, like man, a year and a half ago, like over a year ago. Like, yo, check out this cat. I was like, I'll give you full warning. You might hear little cuss words and whatnot. I was like, but you hear him here too, but you might hear a little more. I was like, but you gonna really dig this brother's content. And so just watching like all of these other cats just even build their own thing, and then coming together, man, like Black Voltron. Yeah, I see FBA slapping tethers going forward. That's a funny story. But it didn't actually happen. It was close. Boy, it was close. Shout out to my partner. Sometimes people just get a little too drunk, and they be feeling, hey, they be seeing black folks with dreads and be, hey, you're not a real Rasta. You playing? Oh, F you. I'm going to give you an opportunity to take that back. But I mean, if you serious, then we about to go a different route. You. Oh boy. Hey y'all, I'll be right back. I was on the other side of the room. By the time his partner recognized what was going on, he was like, yeah, I think you might want to go. Denise Souls. And that would have been the first tether slap in the conga room. It was all kind of multicultural funk in that night, wasn't it? Ah! Oh man, I'm so glad I came up in the era I did. And on top of that, I'm the runt of the bunch. You understand what that means? So that means like I'm the one that got bullied. I'm the one that they're always trying to put my head in the toilet and mess with me and cut the lights off on me and all that old crazy hazing ass BS. Well, just like they all can tell you, the runt don't stay the runt forever. Then there comes a day where the runt runs the table. So like y'all remember Dave Chappelle's True Hollywood Stories with Charlie Murphy telling you about his baby brother. So man, he's lucky my baby brother wasn't here, Vernon. See, Vernon was the runt of the bunch. Now, as they grown men, Charlie the oldest. Now, most people be worried about Charlie. Charlie telling you lucky my baby brother wasn't here. Like so I'm telling you, I'm the run of the bunch. So lucky he wasn't here. He tore his clothes off. I'm the run of the bunch. So with that being said, let me show you some more from man. Oh man, this is so crazy to me. Is it that serious? Is it this important to be able to participate in that Moloch practice? You go lay on that altar and go give them up to Moloch. Is it that important? Is this where the religion? Because this is starting to look like a religion. Because we're talking about baby deletion here. And this almost looks like a George Floyd protest. I mean, granted, it didn't last as long, but still.
Watch right. Keep moving. Keep pushing. Keep pushing.
Wow. Here's some more.
Jesus Christ!
I need you to leave. I need you to start walking. I need you to start walking.
Can I give him some water? Can I give him some water? Look at him.
Not right now.
He's seizing. Look at him. He's seizing. Look at him. No. Give him some water. Just give him some water.
What don't you understand? Do you not understand?
You're a fucking psychopath. Look me in the eye. Look me in the eye. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you as a human being? As a human being. He's having a seizure! He's having a seizure! Back the fuck
Black women. Y'all want some of that? Y'all want some of that just for some Roe v. Wade? And you know what? I look back at, like, think of how they used to baby mama and baby mama, all these baby mamas and baby mama, baby mama. Well, yeah, because they weren't in the mind state of doing what obviously so many women want to fight for. Funny how you don't really see a ton of our women out there. Maxine Waters trying to pimp out black women to a cause that they ain't even showing up for. You know what's funny though is that you're actually having more like the dude that was talking. He sounds a little LGBTQ. So again, we're talking about a man that is not on the procreation market. Why is it such a concern for what a woman is doing with reproduction then? And see, for me, I look big picture. Can we go back to my broadcast about the trans agenda? It has the screenshot of the thing they put out talking about men not wanting to deal with a feminine penis. Dominique, you know, And when it was doing that, if you, like I said, you go back to that broadcast and see, I mentioned the fact that they were trying to replace black women with, and why I said this is what's so really weird. They're trying to replace black women with white transsexuals. So it's not even that they're looking to turn the black men into these, like, because you understand we're getting to the transplants of uteruses and all of this. Because, see, the first place that you're going to experience any type of harm outside of some kind of violent sexual mishap, or not, well, not mishap. I'm trying to say it so I don't get no problems here. Any violent sexual act, barring that, you are in the position then now exposing yourselves for future reproductive harm. And so when that happens, you know, it there's something there. I mean, because I have an aunt. I don't think people ever get right, and that is it's deeper than what anybody think. Don't ever think convenience, because long term. Okay, think of it this way: only thing that you shared was the experience of the growth of life. But that life ain't never leaving you, Negro. You let two white folks fool you? No, no. That is something is going to be with you forever. And women have been there. Y'all need to be educating these younger women on that part of the game. But see, we deal with so much shame in our community that we really, really, really refuse to admit our mistakes to the next generation so they do not repeat them. And we have to stop that practice in our community. We have to be bold enough to check these individuals who, hey, you out of line. And see, I'm not going to let no young punk tell me about what somebody's looking at me at. I know they are, but here's the point. You haven't lived enough life to even be talking. I know you went to school and they told you you were educated. Did you get enough years under your belt to recognize you didn't know nothing yet? No, you haven't. I need you to be quiet. Because if you didn't even understand what I just said, yeah, I absolutely need you to be quiet because you're too you're not ready to even argue with me. You said that's why they're doing so many hysterectomies. Now, I warned y'all about this, and now y'all are seeing a transsexual black woman representing natural black women when it comes down to how Roe v. Wade affects black women. What the hell are we pushing here? Now, with that being said, it goes even further down the spiral of endless confusion. Again, from the Satanic Post, meaning that Big Apple, making the cut. Younger men seek vasectomies in a wake of Roe v. Wade ruling. How many conversations have you been in, fellas, where dudes were saying, you know what, man, Roe v. Wade is, man, they gonna start fooling with that shoot, man. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm finna go ahead and snip it. Have y'all ever had an animal that y'all had to go get fixed? Have y'all had a male animal that y'all have ever had to go get fixed? Don't let these people tell you. Like, you think that if you ever had a cat or a dog that you had to go get fixed, how was they acting when they came home? Were they happy and wide and spry? You don't get your ass out here. And both of my boys were circumcised, boy. They was knocked out. That's as children knocked out. And you're not going in there like severing and burning and all of that. You know, this is, come on, man. No, there ain't no damn men out here, especially younger men. Oh, you mean like these young brothers, my children's age? No, no, that's not really what's on their mind right now. I can tell you that. No, no. That is not what's on their mind. So younger men make it, and notice how it's younger men, but it's Maxine Waters and her age group that's coming out talking about Roe v. Wade. Something is wrong. And I hope people can see what's wrong. Like, okay, there's a target here. And at the same time, they're doing all of these things. This is why the law is changing, but the sentiment is not. So as they follow the orders of go back home to mommy and daddy and start doing what mommy and daddy want, black folks are still going to get the steady drumbeat of delete, 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 delete. So you got to be mindful of that little wicked mind game and mind trick that they're doing on you as well. And, yeah, we're going to end up getting there. I know some people are probably wondering. But see, even last time, and that's why I made y'all asses leave and come back and had to watch the replay. I don't work on her time. But obviously the message was sent. That's how I know you came back. Call me now. Y'all beware for false prophets out here, y'all. Not everybody that claims to be spiritual is really spiritual. They may be a pimp in disguise. She said, I'm so spiritual. That's right. I'm so spiritual. Now look here, woman. Look here, ladies. You get in that sexy lingerie and you shake your asses proper. You hear? Mm, 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 mm. I will say this. I mean, you know what? If one more thing happened to me, I worked on a little bitty piece. I mean, and I wasn't in a rush. I could have had it ready for now, and but I'm giving opportunities of humility. Or you gonna be like the rebranded man who's still trying to figure it out because he thought that he was new black media, and I'm gonna stop dancing. And I'm gonna say, oh, that's right, because I got the BAN award. I'm the head BAN. Ain't that something? And now I see other people trying to use BAN. It's like you realize that's this brother's handle. Now, of course, in your case, Sock Dancer, that means yes. But in my case, that means Black Alpha. And then you see this group that we have, that's the network. So this is what I can do for you. Darth Outlaw. I'm telling you, man. Darth Outlaw and the Tribe Screamers. There you go. Outlaw and the Tribe Screamers. Huh. Uh, uh, yeah. So yeah, man. You got it, man. You already got the moves, man. Now you got to do is say, hey, we're gonna do the Darth Shuffle. You did? Gonna do the Darth Shuffle. Check me out. Darth Outlaw and the Tribe Screamers. Huh. Mm, 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 mm. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'm just saying, I ain't playing and you ain't ready for me. This is the Weekly
Tick faster. That'll be the hour they knock the slick blaster. Dick dastardly, a Muttley with sick laughter. A gunfight and they come to cut the mix master. And living the true gods. Giving y'all nothing but the lick like two broads. Got more lyrics than the church got ooh lords. And they hold the mic at your attention like two swords. Or you the one with two blades on it. Hey you, don't touch the mic like it's AIDS on it.
Word? Mmm. 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 Y'all put y'all money up on that masterclass now? Mm-hmm. Got that masterclass? That's right. We'll keep that hive in check. Well, all right then. All righty. So, in other news, this brother has in Akron, Ohio. Unfortunately, another one of ours has been ambushed and executed. It looks like by some more race soldiers. He was shot 60 times. Or I guess at least shot at 60 times. I don't know if he was hit 60 times, but at least 60 shots were fired at this man and killed him at a traffic stop for a traffic violation. You have police sitting out doing nothing for an hour and a half in an elementary school with an active shooter. One active shooter, not a bunch of active shooters with all of this hero talk we have to listen to. But traffic stop. Shot 60 times. Whew, boy. Michelle Hargrave, Judah Queen in the house. Hey. Judah Queen was Jurassic Park good? See, don't you know you got good moderators when your moderator be like, hey, I'm gonna be late. I got some family things to do. And so, this is what I'm gonna be doing. And it's, man, I so appreciate y'all. Because and y'all give Nikki a round of applause as well because Nikki has had a very busy week. She is she mods for a few of us and co-hosts spaces for a few of us, and then still finds her own life in between time. So please, give a round of applause to Nikki because she's a tremendous help to not just myself but quite a few others. So shout out to Nikki. Yeah, I'll give her a round of applause. And yeah, I know After this evening, it is unplugged time. So, because I think Monday is probably the only day we have not been. Wait, no, we were still in the space on Monday. So yeah, about to shut my mind down after we done tonight. You know what I'm saying? Gonna shut my brain off tonight. Oh man, gonna put on man. I might have to go just. Oh, you know what I haven't done yet? I ain't ran Obi-Wan from front to back yet, so I might have to do that. Just go binge on something. I've been like, cause sometimes y'all don't know, like we do that. So I caught the whole second season of Godfather of Harlem because you know how I am sometimes. Sometimes I know how I am. I hate waiting for the next episode. So for me, I'll wait until the whole season concludes and then go back and watch it all. That's how, because man, you be getting into these shows and some of the stuff that they're making now is so damn good. It's like, damn, I gotta wait a week. And then the episode, you'd be like, man, you just getting here, damn, it's over already? Like, nah, I'm just waiting, man. So, yes, shout out to Nikki the God. Nikki the God, we have had a long week. So, again, we have to go take this look at Akron, Ohio. Unfortunately, I'm going to find out some more. So I'm assuming this brother was foundational Black American from what I'm hearing. And I have now a press conference too, which I have not got a chance to hear. So I just got these videos. So I'm watching them for the first time with y'all. So let's see.
Searching for evidence about the lynching of a black teenager, Emmett Till found an unserved warrant for a woman charged in his 19th.
Wrong one. Wrong video. But we need to get there too. No, it was this. And that's why I have Carolyn Bryan on the thumbnail. Because Independence Day or not? Carolyn Bryant is having some independence. George Zimmerman is enjoying some independence. Shout out to all the fallen rappers' families. George Zimmerman.
I stand before you all with a family who is heartbroken, devastated, confused, and searching for answers. There's no words to describe what this family is going through. From what we've read, 90 shots.
Dang!
We don't treat animals that way.
These raggedy MFers out there in the Congressional Black Caucus. Y'all over here celebrating everything when there ain't nothing to be celebrating at all. Independence, there's a whole family enduring a loss knowing that their child was shot at 90 times. 90 times for a traffic stop? But your ass wouldn't run into a hospital or an elementary school to save children? But you guys ain't respecting the police and you knitting that's disrespected. Man, miss me.
And time again, what we see across this country are white people who are able to commit crimes, to slaughter people, and who live to tell the tale. Jayland Walker won't be able to do that and wasn't able to do that. We are calling for accountability. 8 officers, we are calling for their accountability. We are calling for answers. This community, this family deserves answers. And finally, we're calling for change. What we've seen far too often is our young Black men fallen at the hands of police. Akron Police Department, I urge you to move swiftly and quickly. We are demanding justice for Jayland Walker. We are no longer asking. We are demanding. My heart breaks for this family. But what I see around this stage and what I saw last night is a community that's built on love. And so I urge each and every one of you to continue supporting this family, continue supporting this community as we demand justice for Jayland Walker. Thank you.
Thank you. If you could just pass that over to her, great.
Wow. Wow. Damn. That's ridiculous. So, all we did was get a anti-lynching bill to change the terminology of what a lynching really is. And so now it's police action. It's a police kill. 90 shots from 8 officers for a traffic stop. Not a warrant, not a fugitive, not an active shooter. No, a traffic stop. Going back to Brother Afro Elite's space today and to that Demo Shield agent Luther Campbell. And damn, Luke, I used to like you. And I still like your old music, that's from my old generation. But yeah, can't vouch for nothing that you're saying right now, and all credibility is gone. Because at the end of the day, you exposed yourself for what you did to Afro Elite. And so that lets us know now that you are fully on the Democratic paid shield train. And I was wondering why they got him coming out there. And, I'm sure they probably sit up there figuring out what they finna do with Mano. It's like, hey, man, I'm watching. We watching and paying attention. If I see it, trust me, everybody else sees it. It's just that, hey, I'm the one that got time to say something. So I'm going to tell you who to look out for. I told you Mano was coming. His show should be starting in the fall. But yeah, Mano, I'm killing the credibility on your whole political validity, though, because you don't have any. See, we had Brother Marcel, and in the meantime, you could have been speaking out in politics then. Same as you, Charlemagne. So talent, if you're watching there, go tell your bosses back over there at Hot 97 that this is what it is. And yeah, we need up on that money that y'all getting since you are no longer relevant. So while you still hop over in these spaces trying to figure out your talking points for your next campaign push, if I've read you this far, don't you think I know how to keep you away from what the next one is? You can always send me a nice good case of simply orange or simply grapefruit juice. I love that. And then we can possibly talk. None of the seals can be tampered with, though. Yes, feel free. Okay, so simply grateful. Oh man, they use that brother for target practice. Yes, Dominique Devereaux, they actually did. And again, that's what they've been doing to us. And right now, I'm going to need these black folks that used to come out. I mean, I know I won't see too many popping out the woodworks nowadays. La, la, La Trabia, Lawson. Luke was definitely tethered about it. Yes, he was. Um, like I said, that move to straw man argue. So what he did was one of them slick little. That's one of them things you kind of see in music, sections with like shady promoters and other individuals, almost like a preacher. Um, but he's taking the part and he cuts it off, right? So he gets enough out and it cuts it off. Then he can pivot to a straw man argument, place the argument on Afro. Now, anybody that was listening to actually listen to Afro would have actually knew, oh, okay, Luke full of crap. But for the other people who are listening to Luke, believing he is there for their best interest, they're already ready to throw Afro's information out. That's who that's for. So, yeah, Luke, that was a bad move, man. Bad move. Bad move. And if you don't understand how quickly you can be done out here in these empowerment streets, partner, we gonna see Luke with a Christmas record because you gonna be up out of here so fast. You cannot buy validity. Just like Big Y said when he told you that B wasn't for sale. Well, this B ain't for sale. This B1 is not for sale. So I don't know if you understanding that or not. It just simply ain't. It's either in you, on you, or you just not part. So to come over here and people not really feeling y'all philosophy and all this philosophy, bro, ain't you black? I mean, she out here looking crazy because, and then he finally get to it, Eric. Oh man, you homophobic, transphobic, xenophobic, and you demo shilling. Coming here dropping all of the talking points. You're xenophobic. He jumping from immigrants to sexuality, which neither one of them have any damn thing to do with reparations or our empowerment. That we care about what we saying. Oh, miss me with the coward talk. I'm not built for that. So I mean, I understand why people have issues with people that can't like BS. You understand what I'm saying? So I've often been told, people would often say, man, I think you mean. And I wouldn't tell you this because I was afraid you would cuss me out. It's like, no, I'm very much more understanding than that. But I'm not finna let you try and con me. Now, if you conning me and I'm smelling BS, then yeah, I'm gonna cuss your ass out. Of course I will. But if you're in a situation or you're in an intentional conversation with me, no, I can. But you understand what my position is, so I can have absolute understanding for you and not participate in nothing you're talking about. Don't Not a lot of people can understand that. You understand what I'm saying? I know a lot of people can't because they get into this mode of people worship. And when we do people worship, it has people forgetting what they are, where they are, and what's going on. So, for those like Eric, who is unaware, or he says he's aware, but is more concerned with how his sexuality is perceived, which is only his business. Here's one thing that you have to adopt, and this is where people have problems because it nullifies anyone bringing an agenda. But if you were feeling like you had no home, then this should seem like the greatest place on earth. Everybody over here is willing to protect and defend you with no judgment. But we're not talking about that. Oh, no. Oh, so that's like the Garbage Pail Kid. You know, to me, listen to me because I need to like center myself in your conversation because the sky is blue. But what about transphobia? There's a rover on Mars, but what about transphobia? I mean, man, it's supposed to be like 90 degrees tomorrow, but what about transphobia? Oh, God. Get under the umbrella of blackness. You guys don't do it. Where the hell they let you play with their money? Where do they do that at? Get under the umbrella of blackness. Because, see, it could go to 1804 way if it was in them days. I mean, and I know a lot of people understand. Yeah, I'm so lucky he ain't in charge. Damn right about that. Zero hesitation. See, y'all not built for rulership. Y'all have no desire to rule. You want to be ruled. I think you should have had enough of that. And see, so when I say Babylon is falling, a lot of these people out here start feeling some kind of way. Like, wait a minute, you talking about Zaddy? Hold on, man. The power is Zaddy. I'm spending my whole life getting up under their table trying to get the crumbs. What, we supposed to be at the table and they supposed to be eating our crumbs? No. I was just a nigger. I was just a little actor. No, God would have wanted me to have something. He would have made me white. Yeah, we got to get your ass up from around us, man. And you come over here, well, yeah, I understand. I just really want to know and understand. No, you don't. And we can see you don't. Here's something. Everybody that knows, hey, this is a tent of comfort and safety, doesn't usually look for the first torch to start burning it down from inside. Unfortunately, and so when people have to deal with these realities, then they start copping pleas and acting like, man, you guys is this, you guys are that. No. And you all mean to tell me that that's a face of a dude from America? This looks like a Nigerian African mix. Like, excuse me, my cousin is Hakeem Olajuwon. I'm good. We got to get back to the days of people who don't give a damn. You want to win? Let's start, man. You know this? They say toughen it up. Because I hear a lot of people coming in here telling me, oh man, that's it. If you talking about your feelings, this ain't the place for you. Because we ain't dealing with that. We about the business of empowerment. And I give no damn about who like it. But get in the way. We'll still be here tomorrow. You won't, but we'll still be here. BNC, CNN Plus. Oh yeah, Godless and Darth back together again. The Wonder Twins, the Wicked Twins, the Wicked Wonder Twins. Mm. The Wicked Wonder Twins. I wouldn't have to talk about this if this had not caused so much turmoil in these environments where people are trying to literally find empowerment. People are now coming into their own discoveries of themselves and their own the depths of their culture, and then we have some who are just sent to be here infiltrating, and then we have some who just don't have nothing better to do and they're bored. So you have all types. And then we also have people that, need attention. And so we have the Darth Outlaws. We have Darth Outlaws, and then we have Godless. We have some fake black ass Godless right here. And then you got the prosperity pimp that would say dress up in lingerie and shake your asses proper for this ritual. Pass me my mallet, MC Mallet. Mallet, I am Mallet. I am. They put me in the mix. Because it's about their mind and spirit. And also backed up with the Dark Lord. Dark Lord of the Sith. Oh, Lord. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Tip yourself, boy. We are here all weekend long. So, with that being said, we are going to get to this story about Carolyn Bryant, because she's still walking around here having and enjoying her independence. Mississippi or wherever she's at. Carolyn Bryant still enjoying her independence too, with a whole warrant for her arrest that somehow got buried in the basement of the courthouse. Man, wow, we just all of a sudden found it. What was that boy's name? Mr. Eric. See, here's Danny, the DNC that tried to come over here. Oh, but see, I'm over here, and then but I kind of do my own thing. But see, you could have won, Marcel, had you would have done some other thing. And here, man, why don't you just hit me up and then let me go ahead and start getting in here, because that way through you, I'll start ushering in other people to try to get credit and credibility. Oh, it doesn't work that way over here, though. Just like the other little phony, man, I'm about it. Yes. Okay, well, you want something here, well, then you present yourself before us. You don't come over here talking to us like we owe you something. We don't. We're not them old Democrat Negroes that will just, what is blue? No matter who. What's your name? Oh, your name is. All right, that's right. Democrat, right? Okay. All right, gotcha. I'm gonna give you my vote. You got my vote. That's it. Vote sold. Hey, I need this loan for this business, and so I got the building. Here's right here. Here's the paperwork. Here's the schematics. Here's the man. Now you can be real laser focused on pin precision on the details when it comes to dealing with your own people. But when your own people are saying we could get this as a collective and collectively change our environment, nah, man, man, Trump, man, he racist, man. I mean, man, don't you see how racist he is, man? I mean, because at the end of the day, man, Biden, I believe Biden's policy is going to be better, man. I mean, he's not really saying anything about being, doing anything for black people. But really, realistically, man, we ain't never going to have a pro-black president, man. So we really just had to end up voting for the Democrats. What we going to do? Vote for Trump? I wish the Lord would either change your minds overnight I'm sure you can understand how the rest of my thoughts go. But that was the good option. So I understand how a lot of people think like, damn, he's really cutting dry and hard. In some areas, yes. Because right is right. So when you try to come over here and try to get up, I ain't compromising what we doing for nothing. Why would I? Why would any one of us do that? I ain't putting my name and face out here, sitting up here playing games for you. Kiss my ass, man. So like I said, Independence Day or nah?
Searching for evidence about the lynching of a black teenager, Emmett Till found an unserved warrant for a woman charged in his 1955 kidnapping. 14-year-old Till was abducted, tortured, and lynched more than 70 years ago after being accused of flirting with Carolyn Bryant, a white woman at her family's grocery store. Two men, Bryant's husband and his brother, abducted Till, beat him, and shot him in the head before dumping his body in the Tallahatchie River. 3 days later, his body was found. The two men were arrested but were ultimately acquitted by an all-white jury. Later, they publicly admitted to his killing, but were protected by double jeopardy. The name on the arrest warrant found last week is Carolyn Bryant Donahan, the woman Till allegedly whistled at. Till's relatives, who initiated the search, want authorities to arrest her now 70 years later. Investigators believe a woman, possibly Bryant, identified Till to the two men who later killed him. When asked if they would prosecute the case, the prosecutor's office referenced a December report from the Justice Department, which said no prosecution of Bryant is possible.
Carolyn Bryant was never prosecuted. She's not under double jeopardy, and the warrant was never served. And now you have evidence by way of confession. The only people who are protected are her husband and her brother-in-law. She is not protected because that warrant was never served. What the hell is he talking about? Your jailhouse lawyer could tell you that. There's no statute of limitations on murder in America. Oh, he couldn't be prosecuted. The hell it can't. She was never served. She was never served. That means you can get a warrant for her today for the same crime, especially now afterwards, because, hey, she cannot claim double jeopardy because of her dead husband. And he already came out and confessed. You can't say, oh, well, they was married and that. No, he went out in public and did that. That's public testimony, not private. There's all of the evidence for Carolyn Bryant to be prosecuted. There's no excuse for her not to be. None. Not by the law at all. Don't you let them tell you that BS, because the warrant was never served. So with the warrant never being served, meaning you can go get a warrant right there from there because she is not under the covering of double jeopardy at all because she was never tried. She was never charged. Which also means every black person who was prosecuted in that courthouse, all the families that were prosecuted in that courthouse, I would advise all of you to revisit the legal proceedings done against your families in your area. Should we sit back and do nothing? Your family members' blood is on their hands. How many of your family members died in prison by way of these cold-hearted dirtbag bastards? Independence Day or not? You know. Now, let's be clear of what I'm saying because, see, some people could get confused because they say, well, hey, you're a radical, this and that. No, I'm rational and logical. This is what you call insanely radical.
Yeah, what you thought? Black again, bitch. I just don't give a fuck. I'm gonna figure out where she stays, and I'm gonna threaten the bitch. That's what I'm gonna do, Twitter. That's exactly why I tell you all, I'll put their kids in the motherfucking dirt.
Now, that is not black empowerment. And people like that to be getting up there talking because they think they talking loud and they talking aggressive. Man, why don't you go out here? Here, that's that type of dude. Hey, man, what you use a pump? Use a pump. Here, take this gun and go down to that store and you go rob it. You ain't no man if you ain't gonna rob that store. That's them type of dudes. That's those types. Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be around those crazy Negroes. You understand what I'm saying? Please come get your children Satan for real. This dude up here just going straight. Are you kidding? I'm not gotten to that space yesterday. My mind is just I damn Afro Elite. You been go. This is what you've been dealing with all this time, man. Listen to all this damn yelling and screaming. What's wrong with man? I won't. And so, I mean, it's not just that dude. It's a whole nother dude on there screaming. And then the old dude that came in the other, I'm 55. Ah! Oh, man. Oh. So angry. So angry at the young brother. Now, all of these old Negroes should be coming through to encouraging young brother, right? Keep doing what you're doing, young man. I see what you're doing. Blah, blah, blah. Keep it up, brother. No. Shut up. Yeah. Mute him. Mute his mic. Yeah, I mean, yo. Yo. I mean, man. Yeah, that type of thing, when I see stuff like that, like I say, man, let the brother rock, man. I mean, because at the end of the day, man, I ain't never seen nobody do all this on this app. And man, I'm in some kill mode. Yeah, put their kids in the dirt. You mean to tell me Twitter leaves a man up and his stuff up who will threaten to kill white children? And then when you, man, they're gonna call me an agent. I know people in Chicago that wouldn't like that. Well, I tell you this, I know people from the street that ain't never spoke like you snitch ass rat. I mean, where you from? Like, where you even think talking like that would be like, okay. Like, you're so comfortable speaking like that, you don't have a problem with somebody potentially thinking that you talking funny? Okay, gangster. Okay, thugger. Gotcha. Who-wee. Long as he just threatened black children, they encourage it. But no, he ain't threatening black children, Dominique. You let me play that again. He ain't threatening black children.
Yeah, what you thought? Black again, bitch. I just don't give a fuck. I'm gonna figure out where she stays, and I'm gonna threaten the bitch. That's what I'm gonna do, Twitter. That's exactly why I tell you all, I'll put their kids in the motherfucking dirt. This is why these white motherfuckers think twice about Dr. B. Because they know I'll pull up and I'll kill them. Bitch, you were gonna come in here and just get to listen, little bitch? No, we'll put a bullet in your fucking head. Bring your bitch ass up.
Yeah, did you hear what he just said? Yeah, he made it very clear. He ain't talking about black folk. This dude is all on the internet talking about how he gonna kill white people. Oh, Afro a fool for that. Afro a fool for that. We're gonna let the whole thing run before we go. But I just needed to play that because we got these crazies out here, man. And it's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate. You know, I have to address something. First, let me shout out Ice Cube for his deal with the NFL. And so I will start. Let's start with this joint here. Because see, I just want to give some. I want to set this up the right way. Because I don't want anybody to have any hard feelings about what I'm about to do. But I have to keep it thou wow. And since for all parties involved, no, I'm one of the voices of validity on this subject. So, gonna have to address a couple things. Now, first thing first, I'm addressing all of the outside shields and the outside new black media haters, the outside FBA haters, the outside black first haters. And so let's start with Two Tethers talking shit about black folk.
Black Americans were outpacing whites in terms of economic growth until Lyndon Baines Johnson, who was the most on-record racist president that we've ever had, introduced all of these welfare acts. And he was on the record.
He did not introduce them, doofus. And he didn't want to do it anyway. There was a whole period of time with JFK before he got his wig split. What the hell is this woman talking about? And see, this is the type of problem we have with tethers. They come over here and she's too young to even know American history properly. And then to start talking like how she's talking. The hell is she saying? Lyndon Baines Johnson brought up Lyndon Baines, which means death. Johnson did not bring anything to black folks. He reluctantly signed bills and put them in office by way of executive order, not by way of vote, by the way. And that's how it was done, by boycotts and pressure and people turning up in the streets and a few police getting popped. That's how it happened. Not all by no nonviolent BS that they tell you. Hell no. And a matter of fact, all up and down the I-5 corridor shit catching on fire. What you know about that?
Saying, I'll keep these N-words voting Democrat for the next 200 years. And by golly, he's been right so far. That's the sad part, is if you learn.
Now, that part is true. Problem is, he did not write that up or present it.
Your actual history, you will learn that this was methodical, was Machiavellian, is exactly what the racist Democrats intended for Black America.
No, that's what the racist white supremacists look for Black America. Here's the bigger part of the picture. Democrats and Republicans, two sides of the same bird. But of course, since you have one dog that you lie down with, your brain is full of fleas.
To constantly have your hand out, asking for more, and believing that the other guy is the enemy.
Could I play devil's advocate for a little bit? Because I know I get flagged for this, right? So I was born in Jamaica and I came over here. And I've said this a few times and the Black community hates it. Now there's like a popular guy who his name is Tariq Nasheed. He's kind of like almost created like different categories in the Black community,
idiot.
Which is.
Here's another disingenuous point that they keep doing. There has always been separate categories in the Black community. There's always been separate organizations in the Black community. So that is so incredibly disingenuous. Now, the most separated in melanated environments is who? Foundational Black Americans or people over from the continent or people from the Caribbean? Because see, those are the Caribbean. If you put all of those little islands together, probably amount to the eastern seaboard. Foundational Black Americans are all over America. So the whole mind state of like, shoot, and Tariq Nasheed is kind of he's created a different faction. Well, here's another part about that. Good. Because here's the thing. Why is it when it comes down to us, we do not have the right or something to identify ourselves as how we choose as a group? Have y'all noticed that is such a major issue for these people? And it just seemed like that's divisive. It wasn't divisive 10 years ago. Why is it now? What's changed for you that now has everybody wanting to identify with us? Because, we already know Candace Owens doesn't. So while they're sitting up here, when I came to this country, already identifying as an immigrant, not a Black American. See, that little slick talk, that's cowardly. And I'm so glad this sucker got a taste of West Coast to understand you don't run your mouth loosely when you're a damn immigrant out here. You better watch how that talk won't roll off your lips, because you ain't covered like that out here, homie. Like I said, welcome to the West Coast, Piatch.
He's like foundational Black Americans, because it's one of those things where I remember saying, well, when I came over here, like we literally had nothing, and I had to work to get everything I had. I'm like,
He really thought this was finna work. Y'all see how shook that nigga was when Tariq ran upon him now? And this is after the interview. He's still nervous. Like, he looking like, I hope Tariq don't smack me. Like, man, if you ain't from this country coming over here thinking you finna be disrespectful, yes, that may work in New York. And as soon as you cross that river, you fair game to the street. Don't you put your mouth on no grown man out here. And you damn sure ain't gonna come out to the West Coast and do that. So, I mean, you ain't gonna go down south, do that. I mean, because I'm gonna tell you like this, you're gonna get a message from a certain somebody, and they're gonna tell you, shut your ass up. And then you can go ahead and push that if you want to. I guarantee you he'll win.
like a lot of people who were here before me had more advantages, and apparently they look at me and they're like, "Well, you don't know what slavery did to me," and it's
You're
one of
right.
those things. And I'm like, you know what?
You're right.
Y'all got it.
They
Like,
hate it. Why are African
Yes,
immigrants
oh, yeah,
coming
no.
from way poorer countries more successful in America than Black Americans are?
You know, they usually
Who are
try
the
to tell me
most-
go back, and I'm like,
who
no,
are
I'm
the
not going
most
back.
successful?
I'm good.
Who are the most successful Black people in America? Caribbean Americans, Nigerian Americans.
Mhm.
Okay, go look at their.
Nigerian Americans. Thank you for bringing that up, because Nigerian Americans are the closest Africans to having a hand in our slave trade. They are descendants of slave traders. Some of them, not all, but some of them are. And those Caribbeans that she's referring to, for what some people don't know, is there were Africans who were settling in some of those Caribbean islands after their independence. You know, with all this gold repatriation, blah blah blah. Well, you tell them Africans in Jamaica that they ain't trying to repatriate to Africa. They having them way down there running over them poor Negroes. Come on now. Oh yeah, not to mention that the Jamaican accent having Asians that they got there, and the Indians, and all of them down there. And so no one seems to understand about the makeup of the islands. Kamala Harris is black. No, she's Indian on both sides. If you know anything about the Caribbean, there's a huge amount of Indians down there. So it's not new. Where do you think curry come from? That's an Indian fused West Indian cuisine. Kid Gravity, like we haven't, unless he done fell asleep, but Kid Gravity is chef. He can tell you that. He's Jamaican and a chef. These young boys be coming over here, man. We gonna read a book. And so, man, I read this book, man. This book back in here, and so I mean, man, ain't this like the Bible? And ain't you gonna just follow this to the T? The hell is wrong with these dudes? You gotta live life, young man.
Culture. Go into their households and see in Nigeria.
What do you think is the difference? Because like I've invited.
Wait, see their cultures in Nigeria crapping in the street? Really, Candace? Really, Candace? Oh, but see, you don't understand, because what is it, family? It's the government.
I didn't even treat Nasheed to have a conversation about it, not because I'm just saying, nah, fuck whatever you're trying to say. I want to get to understand, because he's like Caribbean immigrants like myself. We've came and taken advantage of something they've like worked hard for.
How many excuses can we
I
come
feel
up
like
with?
I feel like this like ungrateful at that point.
Like, how many excuses can we continue to come up for and keep trying to blame slavery about? Like, none of us grew up as slaves, right?
Slavery usually is. That's what I was going to say about the welfare
You
thing.
don't understand what. No, so then you need to
Slavery
explain
usually
why
becomes what?
Black Americans were doing better during Jim Crow in the 1950s, economically outpacing whites. Okay, which completely debunks his entire argument. Okay. And then things
That's a
got
fact, right?
worse.
That's a fact.
It's a fact. Things got worse following the 1964 proliferation of all of the wealth.
You know what's so funny? She keeps referring. You know what she's referring to about that wealth in the 50s? I know some of y'all know, because we've played that here on this broadcast. Other people have played it. But it is the art of selling the Negro. Because remember in that it tells you that black folks have amounted to 56 billion of buying power, of consumer power in the mid 50s. Let's see what happened. Government programs came in. See, Candace Owens is so scumbaggish for that dirtbag move because people who don't know actual black American history, unlike this dirtbag immigrant, wouldn't, and I ain't saying all immigrants are dirtbags by no means. I'm saying this tether here is a damn dirtbag. And it is what it is. Anybody has the nerve to come over here. Why haven't you done it? I'll tell you what. And see, this is why they having a problem with getting pulled. Y'all doing because family. Would you believe this man with all of this? I put a shell in him. He would be the same person turning around and saying, man, we really shouldn't be doing all of that to the Nigerian man. Come on, that's just too much. You guys went to his job. You got him fired. You still have to go press the man. Come on, you made your point. What's next? I just don't see how this is empowerment, man. Oh, cowards. No, we will no longer be disrespected. And especially when you go, all of a sudden you can find your calm tone. But then you turn around, jumping out here talking like this, attaching yourself to blackness.
Yeah, what you thought? Black again, bitch. I just don't give a fuck.
That's horrible. We can't have nothing around us like that. That is absolutely overtly dangerous. Nobody talking like that. I put their kids in the ground. I'll give a shell. I want to just go out and I'm on some murder stuff. I'm going to leave out my house and go eat it, mine and mold. And he's just running rampant on Twitter with that. Come on, man. Nah, I smell bacon. I smell bacon. Nah, man. Where's this video of this old sap sucker at? Where's that? Sidewalk sucker, as my partner Lorenzo say. Where's this sidewalk sucker? I could have sworn I just had this mug here. Give me 1 second. Okay. Really? We doing all of this? Okay. That's weird. Okay, so I have one more video I need to download, clearly. Get over here. Bear with me 1 second. Hold on. What am I looking at? Such a protest outside the street. Fence. I just got this really weird notification from my city because y'all know this. This is like a baby deletion mecca here. So they're really putting out their benefits. So we're expected to have an influx of paid for baby deleters headed this way. Oh boy, aren't we winning? Literally. So what they say? A North Portland church says it's preparing for potential protests outside its door despite receiving threats. And that's funny. This church like that. When black folks stop really getting behind black folks. Oh, that's right. That's That's when we start having trouble. Because these black folks start getting on other agendas. And not everybody in your community is really feeling that right now. You gotta kind of learn how to read the room. So, that's not the mode of the day. But hey, man, this is what the Democrats want us to do. Well, then you're going to have to make a decision at some point. Are you going to be black or are you going to be Democrat? And then are you willing to be Democrat in spite of a bunch of white supremacist opposition? One thing I do need y'all to do, though, is leave our community out of it. Y'all want to go support their stuff, you do that. But I can't stand how y'all always seem to mosey on over to the black folks. I mean, it's just see, but black women to be affected by. No, they not. Black women will die if they can't get it. No, black women will only die if they going to go get an illegal procedure done. Like they act like, oh well, I mean they're going to die. No. The choice that they're making could put their life in jeopardy. Like anybody else, if I rob a bank, I could die. Right? But I'm saying, hey, it's all means for my good, right? But I could die. Oh, geez. You said I'll make it tonight. So I'm hanging. Oh, okay. Cool. Kid free tonight, huh? Yes, and enjoy your free evening, my sister. I remember them days, them weekends. Yes, indeed. I remember them every other weekends. Yep, come on, get them. Shoot. Now my oldest, I'm lucky if I see him in a month. He because I mean, he's so busy doing his thing. Being a young man. You know what? Because he's, quite busy. He's not really on like Twitter, and he's definitely not in Twitter Spaces 24/7, 7 a.m. prompt in the morning. Afro Elite ain't shit. Afro Elite is this. FBA is this. And Jason Black and this and that. You know what's so funny? Instead of just admitting they're wrong, they went and tried to take bad faith arguments and idiocracy to Jason Black and just got mentally annihilated. And then acting like with Darth Outlaw. He made a tweet said, "Man, I'm so glad I stopped following Jason Black because I knew he was just an old Negro." Bruh, you in the same age group, dummy. Darth Outlaw, the village idiot. Oh my Lord. Yeah, there he is. He got it for you. Break it down. Break it down. Now, with that being said, I got to play some audio for you. I think this is Rilla Perry, the Pharaoh Ness. Now, y'all remember this other sucker politician. The reason why I'm playing this is because we have to get down to the nitty gritty. Independence Day or no. And some of these people want to come over here and act like they about independence, but it's really no.
These
Yeah,
niggas done lost their
nah,
motherfucking mind.
it's getting somewhere else now. I'm a black who descended from American slaves. That's what I'll call myself. I'm not, I'm not subscribing to nobody else lineage acronyms. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Because
you is an agent and you crazy and you're a whack rapper with very little talent. and even worse of a politician. But you obviously like a lot of your time in the spotlight to shine. So there you go, sir.
You would be lumped up with that fuckery because that's what it is. It's fuckery. It's straight anti-black. Because if you could use
Blacks in the name, douche. See, when people make that, oh, well, see, it's almost like a white supremacist talking point. Watch for that pivot. That is from the Hillary Clinton dummy training school of crash test dummies. And so here's the little demo dummy who's had roughly a few classes. He probably hasn't tuned in as well as he should have, obviously. But maybe he can go back to Patrice Cullors and get some more instruction.
those same resources to go after the KKK. If we're going to go after that brother in where New York, we could use those same resources to go after some Ku Klux Klanmen, some Aryan Nation Brotherhood. We could use those same nation, that same resource to go after those motherfuckers. Ain't no way.
And so, how many of them have you ran up on? Yeah, how many of them have you ran up on? I wouldn't sat behind mine. How many of them have you ran up on, though, nigga? Nigga. I mean, this dude don't look like no foundational black American. Listen, I'll be damned. This dude is not no foundational black American. You got a whole Eritrean up here trying to act black. I'm the foundational black. Man, nigga, you from Eritrea. Shut up. You think look at this dude. This dude is Eritrean. That dude is an African. That dude is a damn African. He ain't no damn FBA, man. He an African. Fraudulent nigga.
On earth am I going to spend resources to go after another black man? That's
Right
that's
now.
not it. And
So I'm not finna spend no resources on another black man, but I'm finna hop in spaces and go on a crusade against another black man running for office. And so now I'm finna go on stage on the podcast and talk about another black man who got more than what I got in the same state that I am. But I don't be going after black men because I don't be doing that. And you people actually be falling for stuff like this. It's like, you know, a weak ass con man when you see one.
I know there's people in here listening, and I know I'm telling the truth. You know that this brother, the host of this show, is telling the truth. All right, like now we need to get this together because this is history. We're in a reparations movement right now. We're going to need as many black people on our side as possible. There are black people from
What? Why? To do what? You need as many black people on your side. To do what? How does having so many black people on your side get you reparations? Oh, because we need to vote for our candidate, man. So see, what we do is we get them resources and then we put it behind our candidate. And then our candidate will get off in there and then they'll do our bidding. Oh, really? It kind of sounds like the dude that you were trying to besmirch and interfere with that very same said process, Mr. Eritrea, posing false flag in his FBA. Look at them cheeks. What? Because you're gonna be like, no, that's Eritrea. Look at them eyes. I got my cousin. I got two cousins by Ethiopian chick. I know what I'm looking at. Now I used to work with a bunch of Africans. Like this cat's Eritrean.
other lineages who will fight for you, who will die for you. Do not isolate them. Don't do that. That's a trick, man. That's a fucking trick. And look, I'm going to land my mic.
Yes. Well, thank you, Brother Dion. Right now, there's a Nigerian sitting in his kitchen right now cooking jollof rice and he don't know that tomorrow morning it's some pretending Indians coming to his grave.
Nah, but listen, on
These
the
niggas
real.
is
A few minutes later.
huh?
Nobody wants to hear
Hey,
about
hey,
what
hey,
you
hey,
have to
hey,
say.
hey, hey, hey,
If you
hey, hey,
have
hey, hey,
time,
mute your mic.
I
Mute your
bitch,
mic, bitch.
you
Mute your mic.
fucking thick skull
I
dick.
super.
Nobody said
Oh
anything to you
Lord.
when you went
Oh,
there
this is
500
this
years ago.
motherfucker
You
is
expecting Y2J to
Mm, mm, wow. See, so while he up there caping, he over there getting flipped on by actual Nigerian. But then again, you also have to understand the difference of beefs amongst their own intertribes. And so while he's over here false flagging as an FBA, which he's not, and you can hear by the way the direction he's going in speech that he's clearly not. Um, so it is what it is. Um, I wish people would start vetting these people a lot more harder, because when you start seeing people double talking, we all need to get together. We all need to get together. Oh man, but then they start slick dissing on Marcel. It's like, be mindful of that, because that is an agenda move, either by just basic straight hating, or it's there's an agenda behind it. Now, before we get ready to skedaddle, did say I had something to play.
Upset. They was telling Vicky that oh no, I heard Tariq had did this thing on Twitter, the Twitter space. He was talking about white supremacy and racism and stuff like that. It was white people in there too. It was like 700 people in there. I shared it on my personal social media page because I didn't realize Tariq was such a historian. Like, he was talking to white people and telling them about their own history. It was really good. I shared it on my page. Somebody done sent it to Vicky and said, like, what Angel doing or this and that. So Vicky comes to me and asks me about it, and I'm like, what's the problem? I'm just sharing, like, and I explained it to her in detail, like, oh, I was really enjoying this. They should, I was trying to invite people in because it's good. Mind you, I'm on my personal page. I'm not on Vicky Dillard fan page. I'm on my But the thing about it is that she explained to me is that everybody associate Angel Love with Vicky Diller because I've made it that way. I've set the standard so high that my personal page is Vicky page. Everything is Vicky, Vicky, Vicky. So when I do something outside of Vicky, it's like, oh, look, she doing this. What's up with that? She tripping. No, this is my personal page and I'm a grown woman and I should be able to do this. But she was like saying, it's just a
Z-Nate J said that guy on Twitter, Eric, started out light and got heavy real quickly. Curly Girl said Vicky is slickly. Mm, mm. Sister Wig, Sister Wig, Sister Wig. Shame on you, TJ. Absolutely. And you know, when people have your back and they look out for you and put you in their projects and make provisions to put you in things and pay you to be in things, it's just how incredibly ungrateful. However, you know, like I said, with that good old background footage from the Twerk It Out Your Cat webinar, here's some background footage, y'all.
Mama, you ain't gonna keep this shit together with Gator gone. Come here, you little black bitch. That your ass belongs to me. I tell you what you can and can't do with it. Do you understand what I'm saying? I didn't say I was leaving. Shut up! Now all you whores sit down. I want to talk to you. Anybody thinking about leaving here is going to find my left foot square up their ass. Do you understand it? Why? Shut up, you junkie whore! I'm talking to you. And those two bitches that left, they better learn to sell pussy in Iceland, because if I ever see them again, I'm going to cut their fucking throats. We are family. And that's what we're going to stay. I got important business out there today. And when I call you, I want you to come out there and shake your asses proper. You hear? Huh? Now get out there and make it look good. And Raquel, take that fucking jacket off. Move it.
I got the spirit of the Dark Lord. So you got to go look at the picture. Mmm. 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 Y'all got to be careful out there, man, because there are people who want to keep you bound. Hey, Black Mama, I see you. I see you. Curly Girl says some criminals never change their game. That is very true. Judah Queen says same size except wig. Wig don't have the boobs. Mmm. 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 So, with that being out there, you know, there's I don't know how much more of that is to come. But we have to know we have some serious infiltrators that are trying to come in our midst. And we just have to simply be ready to check that with all fervency and integrity. Because again, these people are coming into these spaces without integrity. You do not have to share any airtime with a person who lacks integrity. You don't owe them an ear. You know, because again, a person that wants to know better will absolutely seek out doing better. And these individuals absolutely only seek to have other black people down. They're preying on other black folks, and that's not cool. That is off code. Then, of course, we have the other individuals who look to try to shoehorn in their agenda that is still not about being all black. It is about being black and see, we're not annexing black. We're stopping at black. It's black, period. We need you to get that. Because, see, people went and did this thing here and thought that this was a valid promise, but it is not. It is not a valid promise at all. It is from an absolute total liar. However, we can't convince anybody. Then the other problem that we have, cloutopia. This has been a super duper, super bad drug in our community because there are a lot of people who have been starved for attention and it has not worked for us at all. So when we try to get ahead and make some progress, We have people that feel like if I'm not being heard or if I'm not being seen, then I don't want to win. Like this person here. I mean, but it's the same thing. So again, the code is the leader. Oh, yes, and another thing for Mr. NFT and Eric and all of you other idiots that always asking, what y'all doing? What y'all doing? Is anybody doing this? And somebody just recently, I seen a post asking about farming and homesteading in Texas. Yes, I do absolutely know somebody doing that, but you will have to pick another venue, friend. And so there is your answer with that. So again, family, remember we got codes. We've had codes of conduct within our community before. And so that's where they are right there. This is Dr. Khalid Muhammad's 7-point plan of action. Number one, end police murder, brutality, and harassment of our people. Number two, self-defense of the black community. Build a black people's militia. Number three, control the policies and economics in our communities. Build independent political, social, and financial institutions in our communities. Number four, build independent community-controlled schools. Number five, reparations for FBA, freedmen, and such and so forth, etc. Number six, free all political prisoners and prisoners of war. And number seven, which absolutely does not include cowardice, self-determination for the black nation. See how that's not annexed off? See how black is just black because black is a nation. You know what you have in a nation? All kinds of genders, all kind of preference, all kind of style, all kind of personality. But guess what all encompasses? Black. That too hard for you? Then obviously empowerment is something you do not desire. Should we hold ourselves to some kind of different standard because you won't? And we should lessen our will to be in a different environment than this because you've quit or you desire to have dual allegiance. Now is not the time for that, and you will have no voice here. This is single allegiance here. And if you can't figure that out, then you're in the wrong place for that compromise. Because there is no compromise for that here. See, what you're trying to do is ask for power from people who have taken it. And then the other message is to say, you guys aren't taking anything. Wrong. Wrong. I could wake up every day and witness an area in the world that has worry of this group of people. Because when you look at a Messiah and what that looks like to them, black unity. This is not a organization to where all of us are meeting in one building. This is where all of us are organized around a notion and a code of conduct. See how that works? So it's just like an unwritten law. And then you have these sapsucker sidewalk chili bowl pimp ass people coming through talking about, man, I just need something written down somewhere so I can understand it. I mean, if it's unwritten rule, that means it can be changed. Has the rule of white supremacy changed in over 400 years, you moron? Well, I mean, man, he said we shouldn't be named calling. Yeah, well, I'm going to call you a bitch ass. Now what? What you going to do about it? Nothing. So what good is that? Oh, man, he said that. What good is that going to do if he's going to get you slapped in the mouth right now for bringing it up? Y'all better stop playing with grown men. Grow the up. And stop acting like you wearing skirts out here, dudes. If you, I mean, I'm talking to the straight men out here that talking about, man, I'm an alpha man. And take the dress off. Stop coming in these rooms crying about your feelings and being emotional. But man, I just enjoy being all argumentative like a damn woman. Well, not even a woman, a middle school girl. Man, I just want to be, I'm going to be contrary, just be contrary, man. Oh, man. Man, any man going to be arguing with anybody is going to be something that he desires looking at. Ain't going to be no cowardice pump over here. Man, I just want to sit up here because I just want to talk circular. And I mean, literally, you're having a positive conversation and these people roll in here just to be, man, I want to, man, don't ask for no mic. So that's why I did what I did yesterday. Because yesterday I held my space right before I seen these little NFT crew get up there try to say something. Don't you bring that old sucker shit off up in my space. I just watched all of them drop right on off. All of them had their hands up to speak too. Because they thought they was finna get up here and make it. I'm finna see if I could get some shine off of Afro. Man, go get your own damn weight up, clown. Go get you. What's stopping you from getting the camera and the mic your damn self? What's stopping you? All y'all been chasing this brother around like, man, you know, man, Afro did this, and he started causing a flip. Hey, for those of y'all who were in that space that night, when I told y'all, hey man, this brother, I've been watching this brother, so I'm saying on record right now, this brother's officially new black media. Ever since then, I've seen the hate coming at him. And you know what? Guess who was the ringleader? Darth Outlaw. Because for some reason, Darth Outlaw thought that he was going to be like up here with me or something. While he's over here worrying about Darth sock dancing and Bando Realty, you know, and being out there on the bricks because he outside, and I mean, yeah. And now he's reunited with Miss Godless. They over there divvying up and tallying up the donations that the people done gave. It was wild. Like they supposedly have fallen out and whatnot, and one person is hurting for money, and just a bunch of idiots. As I told you, dum-dums, man, come on, man. Hey, look at that. Get it. Darth. Darth shuffle. Darth shuffle. YouTube blocked my emoji of a camera and a mic. Maybe they don't want him to get one. Oh yeah, you could definitely post that space. If you got my space, Judah Queen, you could definitely post that up. Yeah, so and for those of you who don't know, that godless one, she actually, with all of her phony apology tours that she was doing, y'all don't know this, but she actually held a space hating on me. It had my whole name in it too. It said I was an ass kisser and some more. And so now that that didn't work out, how's it going? Oh, they're already back talking again. Oh. Gonna figure out how we're gonna rebrand it. I stole Mental Health Mondays from Queen Amadaya. What can I do now? Everybody knows I'm a thief. My brand, which came from somebody else's content. And then you have old sock dancing fool. I want to be down with El Cabulon. And then I'm going to say, as soon as, and see, that's why people don't fool with old toothless sucking mouth spitting in their bandana sidewalk suckers standing in front of bricks talking about how it's an investment LLC. There's boards in the windows behind you, dude. I'm an LLC investment company. Look at the bando I'm in front of, y'all, and I'm gonna be like this, not show my face. But I'm an investor, y'all. I'll be dealing with the politicians in my neighborhood, and I'll be mentoring the youth. Usually, dude, those stories and those fantastical lies are saved for being in jail. You're not supposed to be telling those lies to people outside of jail. Oh, Lord, 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 Lord. So, again, we have to be mindful of who we have around us. And I would advise everybody double check and triple check and tighten up your circles. And if people ain't really truly about empowerment, man, it's time to start tightening that up, man. You got people around, I mean, I for some of the things I've heard, for some people, I'm gonna tell you, I look at what when people come into the midst of um, environments, and here's the thing: if somebody tells me they were told to keep a secret, and they don't tell me the secret, but they were just told that they need to, I just know they need to keep it from anyone because it happens to me often. Because again, when most people tell me things, this is what thorough individuals are. And another reason why my reputation precedes itself, because I am what I say I am. So I'm not moving like, oh, you told me something. I'm finna go up here and say, man, you know what such and such and said? No, that's some sucker shit. I ain't never moved like that. But what I will say is this. When you have a person such as myself, I'm getting tired of hearing multiple people being bothered about things that will not come directly to me. Now, I could address people directly, but then, that would cause conflict to even let anybody know because you're bothered. But see, they don't need to know you're bothered by anything I say. I'm not looking to go between anyone. So I would advise either hold your tongue or just bring it to me. But I see a lot of these individuals that'll do that. And I know when I'm seeing people coming from certain areas and groups, I know because I see how people try to sidestep addressing me. Oh, why you here? Oh, I just want to talk to him. I'm going to be disrespectful to him. Because like the other dude, he over here trying to scream on Afro the other day. Afro tried to see he tried to bring a wedge between New Black Media and the tribe. Now, I mean, hey, quick question: who is that you're referring to? Because I've seen this before, and I keep asking this question because you guys keep saying this. Who are you talking about? Because you went and talked to Jason Black. That went miserably for you. You went and talked to Tariq Nasheed, and your tone kind of changed. But I think by now you can recognize that we all saw you. So I would have to wonder, who are you talking about? What New Black Media did Afro draw a wedge in between? And then, like I said in the space the other day, hopefully they can stop saying that dumb shit. Because I'm like, don't you know these people are watching you themselves? So all that slick things that you could do and you think you're doing undetected because You're not looking at their main profile while you're sitting up under 15 burner accounts. It never dawns on you that someone else could have some too. While you in here just talking absolutely reckless. And I mean, hell, it happened to them. And it also happened to that sister that you just heard, who is scheduled to be on something that all y'all have just paid for to see. And here's another thing. Black men cut out pocket watch. And I heard somebody say, we do got to pocket watch. No, you don't. And don't you listen to that whole shit. No. That is some whole ass shit for real. Ain't no man supposed to be worrying about what another man got in his pocket. There's all this stuff that gets done every day. Everybody always worried about somebody else's money when they black. And then, man, why ain't he doing this? Why ain't he doing that? Let me tell y'all something. I really need y'all to cut this shit out for real. Y'all act like a person sitting up here in this world and society to able to turn a buck. And the first thing y'all want that person to do is break themselves for a bunch of ungrateful, complaining ass niggas. I mean, y'all literally asking for somebody's money, complaining, talking shit to them. This is the mindset of my community, and it's absolutely disgusting. And why ain't he doing this? Why ain't he doing? You bust your ass all these years to obtain some shit. The first thing they want you to do is live in the projects with it. Y'all kill me with that. I mean, it's amazing to me. The very first thing you want somebody to do is break themselves. We can't get people together to get something to help everybody right now. Why would they do it? I would love to hear any explanation on why. Show me somebody that can ever even apologize for being wrong. Show me one in any of these spaces that do that. With all this stuff, why ain't somebody doing this with their money? Okay, when they're proven to be wrong, whoever can apologize, and you want somebody to break their back and break themselves and put their own financial situation and future in harm's way to benefit somebody else who does not appreciate them. You have advocates and you don't support it. So as soon as they're doing something to build some more, what's happening? Man, where all that money go? Where's that museum and where's it? Do you know there is a Ritz-Carlton that's being built here that is still underdone. It's supposed to have been up a long time ago, and they had the money for it a long time ago. There's been buildings that had been scrapped that were already paid for. What the hell are y'all talking about with construction? Don't y'all know how these things go? Or have y'all never experienced nothing and just see money going in one direction and have no understanding about what city contracts and all that shit is? Permits, this, you have to go through this group, this group, this group, this group. Then you have the council of the city development commission. You got to go through that. I mean, just where's that museum? I get so tired of immature, financially illiterate, politically infantile conversations from black adults. And then you want to complain. The only thing we know how to do best is nitpick. I really want to see that shit stop. I really want to see it stop. Stop asking for everybody to be Superman. No. You get in your little lion and you do your part to create Voltron. You stop asking one person to do everything. There's too much pressure. Too much pressure. And ain't no leader that we ever had it easy. It's always this. Always somebody counting your pockets. Let somebody live, man. We have been in much worse situations from outsiders. Stop trying to do the crabs in the barrel and mask it into something else as you're caring for someone else. You're not. So, I mean, I just had to say this. Black Mama, you have to apply for permits, pay the fees, wait for the answers. Appeal if plans are denied. Well, even before plans are denied, you still have to, if they aren't completely denied, you'll have opportunity to go back and rework them, and then resubmit them, and then have to do that. Then if you get denied, then you have to go through the whole process all over again. And trust me, when people are trying to keep you away and out of real estate, that will happen. Oh man, none of that stuff is fast nor easy, and definitely not inexpensive. Thank you, Black Mama. Yeah, like I said, that's why I can't deal with many of us because of that behavior. I mean, my Lord, we've been waiting on white supremacy for 400 years, so I can wait on Tariq. Right. I mean, damn, it ain't even been a year. Where's that museum at? Man, they don't build a McDonald's that fast. Cut it out. Good grief. Calm down. That's jealousy like a mug because, I mean, there's no there's no reality in the argument. Man, where's that museum? Where's that museum? For those who have donated to the museum, have you not gotten updates on what's going on with the museum? So everybody who's complaining and bringing that up, you know what? Oh, well, you definitely didn't donate. So why are you asking? Because there's nobody that needs to ask if you donated because you got your email and you know what the status is. So why if you didn't have that email to know that there is something going on, then what are you asking for since you weren't part? We got to get out of that. Got to get out of that. Got to get out of that. Man, where's that museum at, man? Where's that? Okay. So then when the museum show up, then what? Oh, man, he charging him, man. It'll be, see, it's the goalposts will always move. You just don't like Tariq. Okay, cool. You don't like Tariq. Now move the gone. We about this empowerment. He ain't here for you to like it. But he here putting out product and positive information to be consumed for future generations to come. Shut the up. Can't stand y'all. Because this is the crab in the barrels mentality for real. And what it is, it's like you're using some kind of high and mighty position to stunt your own empowerment. Because I'm still gonna point, man, you better show me somebody that do not look like you. And I'm done with the hearing with this other, man, they are a problem. They are a problem. Not no Tariq Nasheed, not no museum, not no movie, not no nothing. Not what he got in his bank, not what his wife looked like, not what his mother-in-law is. These people over here, this system right here is the only thing that matters right now. And I'm sick of hearing all this other shit. That's just me personally. This shit get on my nerves. Because it's like, damn, why can't nobody get along? Because you're so worried about some other black person shit. While they sitting over here holding it all. Can we go get this, please? Can we come together and go here? Instead of trying to worry about fighting everybody else. I ain't with that. I am not with that. I'm just saying, key term for those who donated. I don't answer to people who didn't put money in the game. There is that. And there is that. Judah Queen, where's that museum, nigga? Capricornus, welcome, welcome. Oh, my Lord. I mean, one of the things, man, and learn to enjoy other people's success. It's okay. It's okay when other people do good. And when they build something and able to turn a buck for themselves in this hell of a world we live in, they should not have to live a double hell for having to hear from y'all talking about, why ain't you doing nothing for the community, man? Why ain't y'all doing nothing for the community, man? Ah, man, why ain't you doing nothing for the community when they have the people talking shit, got lace fronts and Jordans on? Shut up. Lashes galore. Where's the museum at? Shut up. Oh my God. People just, I swear they wake up in the morning just trying to figure out how they can lose best today. How can I lose today? I can get one step forward, but how can I take 2 steps back? Can we just stop that already? And whoever needs to hear this, please go play this for that family member who needs this message because, hey, man, Beatzilla just said something about that hating ass shit you was talking about. Cut that out. Cut that out. Because you hating on that person ain't got you focused on your real target. And that means that you have something inside of you that would rather focus on another being that looks like you instead of your actual enemy that is totally fixated on finishing you. You have time to worry about what kind of money this Negro is making that ain't thinking about you, while this person over here is thinking of how they can get you and your lineage up out of here. I see the problem with the unity right there because it's people that can't figure out where the problem is. Huge. Babylon is falling. Babylon is falling. Let it fall and let us rise. Can you dig it? Black Mama said no time for hating if you are busy building. Z-Nay-J, I know we're doing something right when someone named Pan-Africanism is constantly talking. And with that being said, shout out to my brother Afro Elite. We have to get one more in before tonight because it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I mean, when he did I am the wizard, and then he actually took the clips. Usually when you parody someone, you ramp it up. I don't know. Did Afro even meet this dude's intensity level? I mean, like I said, usually when you parody somebody, you kind of ramp it up. It's like, I don't even know if Afro even made it up to the dude's level of over the topness. Let's let you be the judge.
I am the wizard of black nationalism, and I am here to bring the spirit of black nationalism back in the hearts of all the weak boys and the weak girls out there. And anyone who dares to defy me will get their heads blown off by my mystical wizard powers that I get from yelling and screaming. That is how I become so powerful. No one is better than me. No one has ever seen me. I just popped up on the scene yesterday because I was asleep. I was laying dormant, waiting for someone to come and take my place. But as I see now, no one's going to do that. So it is up to me to bring forth the revolution with murder. And I will do it with the power of Pan-Africanism. And anyone who dares to defy me will be an example of being a coon. Ha 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 ha.
And so that's the first one now, right? So that's Afro's parody. Now here's Afro's Black Again Mute Your Mic remix. Now you tell me which one is more intense.
Yeah, what you thought? Black again, bitch. I just don't give a fuck. I'm gonna figure out where she stays, and I'm gonna threaten the bitch. That's what I'm gonna do, Twitter. That's exactly why I tell you all, I'll put their kids in the motherfucking dirt. This is why these white motherfuckers think twice about Dr. B. Because they know I'll pull up and I'll kill them. Bitch, you were gonna come in here and just get to listen, little bitch? No, we'll put a bullet in your fucking head. Bring your bitch ass up. Mute your motherfucking mic, bitch. I haven't given you permission to speak in this goddamn room. Mute your fucking mic, bitch ass up. Now, I'm just straight up in kill mode. Every time I get on this app, I'm just thinking about who the fuck wants to feel one of these shares. Who?
Curly girl said, Satan, come get your children. Ooh, you heard that demon coming all up out of that dude. You said this guy is insane. For real, Aboriginal woman, I mean, like you can hear us make fun of this dude. Seeing is believing, man. I mean, and that's really what that dude sound like. He really be talking like that on Twitter. He really talking like that on Twitter. That's outrageous. Outrageous. Oh my Lord. So with that being said, y'all can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at beatzillapdx, on Facebook at beatzillapdx, and or melanated or Patreon, beatzillapdx official, melanated people, Michael Beatzilla Whitmore. Of course, you go to the podcast, subscribe to that, Our Real Truth, Anchor FM, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and iTunes. And then you can email me at ourrealtruth@gmail.com. That's ourrealtruth@gmail.com. And then, of course, you can always donate, put some money in the bucket at CashApp. That's $ Beatzilla PDX. That's CashApp, $, Beatzilla PDX. And we also have PayPal. That is Zilla Muzak. That is ZILLAMUZAK. And again, shout out to, let me get these names here. Let me see. I believe I shouted you out the other night, my sister, but I will definitely hit you again because, thank you for your donation, your gifts. Peace, blessing, and power be unto you. As well as, so that would be, I didn't even see this. Sharon, Miss Sharon, thank you so much. Peace, power, and blessings to you. Thank you so much. Thank you. CJ Link, thank you, sir. Shout out to you, my brother. And Sandra B. So thank you so much. Appreciate it. All right, so I'm assuming I'm looking at the curly one here. That's you? All right, so yes, indeed. Y'all have a blessed evening, weekend, and have a safe 4th of July. There might be a video coming this weekend, or maybe even Monday, since it's the holidays, so everybody be off or whatnot. So who knows? I don't know. We may go live Monday. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. But nonetheless, please share this broadcast. Please share this broadcast. Share this channel. And spread the word of the voices of New Black Media. Spread the message and the points of the big three of New Black Media. And, something that I'm thinking is now that we have had a couple mashups with the men, I want to see a mashup with the women of New Black Media. So that's, something that is definitely needed. Don't y'all think? Don't y'all think that would be dope, seeing the different women of New Black Media? Because one thing I want y'all to see, and something that dawned on me today, and I'll say this before I go, is that we're showing y'all real time unification, real time coming together, camaraderie before the world as strong individual black men able to come together and build as a unit. That's why you having a lot of people come in here and try to interject a lot of stuff, because that part, that building that man coalition thing, that right there is something that, because they understand where it starts. The men getting in line, the women fall right behind, and the children are coming out in a new direction. So trust me, we in the right move, and we in the right direction, and we in the right path. So be tuned, stay tuned. I'm about to put my fillers out there and see if I can't put that together, and see. I would like to have them do the same thing, to go between platform and platform. That would be dope. Just again, because I think this type of camaraderie needs to be happening more and more on a visual, accessible basis. So we will be trying to make sure we get that to you. With that being said, y'all already know how we do around here. So stay safe, stay vigilant, stay alive. And keep your 3 smooth stones at the ready. Because just like Professor Black Truth says, you never have any excuse not to be ready to put in some work. That being said, y'all, slang that stone of truth till you knock out his brains. Shalom, y'all.
When you know who Satan is, yes, sir, you don't have to kill him. No. The stone of truth. Yeah. See, that's what you throw. Yes, right. Allah says, had we wished to take a pastime from before, surely we would have done it. Nay, we cast truth at falsehood till we knocked out its brains. Every one of you that knows the truth, stand up and tell it from the mountaintop. Black people can't take it no more. So wherever you are on the job, in the factory, I don't care where you are. If you know the truth, stand up on the truth and tell Satan, who the hell are you to try and pick my friends? Farrakhan is God's man. And you are from the enemy of God. So to hell with you. Stand up on it like a man.